Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Stormkings Thunder. We arrive at a party fresh after a long rest, most of them, underneath a city under siege in the catacombs of an ancient family. The party traveled hours to get here, fought friendly beholders and skeletons, and decided to kill them for some unknown reason. But it's been a while, so we're going to go around and just do quick introductions. Hello, I am Gareth. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight and the foreseeable future. Jesse?
Yeah, I'm Jesse. I'm playing Sid, the human cleric.
Katie?
Hey, I'm Katie. I'm playing Levine, the tiefling fighter.
Josh?
Hey, I'm Josh. I'm playing the Dragonborn anti-paladin.
And last but certainly not least, Rick.
I am Rick. I'm playing Large Hudson. Part-time wizard, part-time druid.
Full-time MVP.
Yeah, all the time.
So yes, our party, I believe, were just sitting down for a short rest. So that way the two that were not able to get the long rest are able to heal up a bit, maybe regain some abilities and whatnot.
I want my bird back.
Herb.
Let's start off. Large, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Oh yeah, we just love these. We're so good at these. Oh wait, let me change that.
Yep, use them all up right at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's the best I could have done.
An 8. Very nice. Okay. So, sitting inside this dimly lit chamber, two dried up platinum-bottomed fountains. You all gather together and have a quick short rest. The air in here is thick, it's heavy. Occasionally you can feel water dripping off your skin. It's obviously been humid in here a long time. Is there anything you guys want to do during your short rest?
I'm going to find my familiar from the ether.
Okay. Is it
And this
Hummingbird
time-
McFly?
We're just gonna do a random animal. We're gonna see random tiny. And the first thing that I see, it's a chick.
Okay.
It's a little chick, because that's the first animal I came up when I wrote random tiny animal.
All right. So you summon forth a chick, and you have McFly back. So it just kind of looks up
Right
at
on
you.
the shoulder.
Does little cheeps. All right. You gather up all your belongings, finish off your little snacks and drinks and whatnot. What's the plan, gang?
Okay, so we're still in a chamber that has, what, like 16 doors in it,
Yes.
right? Okay. And that is off of one of 4 halls that we came off of when we turned right after coming down the stairs.
Yes.
And there's still south.
There is still some more south, yes.
Oh, cool.
We're also in
Yeah.
a hurry to deliver the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed,
So,
overhead,
are we
you can
thinking-
hear the occasional reverberations as trebuchet fire lands into the city. You can't hear any screams or anything, but it doesn't sound good up above.
Yeah.
So
we should
originally,
be
are we
moving.
thinking south was the main path, and we've kind of veered off of it, or because at this point it's just trying to find our way through? We don't have a. Do we have a map through the catacombs?
You do not.
No. But the
Yeah.
entrance to the catacombs was, correct me if I'm wrong, to the northeast of Waterdeep.
Yes.
The cat, yeah.
So we should be heading southwest-ish.
Yeah.
Although we did walk for a bit, I think, west before we came in.
Yes. You went into a derelict, abandoned church, into a tunnel behind sorry, not a library, what's it called? A bookshelf. Down a tunnel for about an hour or so, into underneath the walls of the city, and you're now in these catacombs, and you're trying to find your way out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're hearing stuff above our heads, the entrance could be anywhere, so we should just look where we haven't been yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are all just going to begin kind of doing a quick examination of the city, or the catacombs. All right. So as you're heading southward, past some more doors, some more pillars, there is a fork in the road that goes left and right.
So we split up.
No.
I'm not in the mood tonight, boys. Not.
I like how the DM's like, yes, you did.
No.
Right. Here's
Alright,
the fork
so
of
let's-
the road.
What do I see looking down either pathway?
Looking to your perspective, directly ahead of you is a stone wall. To your right is a tunnel that goes on for a decent bit, and it seems to bend off twice, one to the right and a little bit further up to the left, and then at the very end it seems to turn into a corner. And then the one to your left goes maybe 10-15 feet and then immediately turns into a corner.
Well, I mean, we should just pick one. Unless I hear anything down either way.
At this point, you don't hear anything. All you hear is the faint breathing and the faint drips of water and such.
Well, Drapus, if you've healed up, are you taking point?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess pick a direction.
Left or right?
I'm going to my left, so I'm gonna come over. I can't move me.
You can't?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Yes, there's a door there. Lol. Probably helps if I open the door.
Josh, can you lean
I can't
forward
move
for a
me
second?
at all. Oh,
Lean forward a little. You're out of focus. Like you need to refocus. Sorry. I'm just being triggered. I don't think that helped. There we go. Try that now. Yeah, there we go.
okay. Now I can move me. So I was gonna go this way.
Okay. Yeah, so going down that direction, there seems to be another door. That seems to be closed. So there's a door right here.
Anything I hear other than the ambient sounds that have been going on? Anything directly on the other side of the door that stands out?
Nope. You don't hear much.
I'm going to open the door.
Okay, you pull and push. The door is locked.
It's your time to shine.
Here comes the kid. And is it a wooden door?
It is indeed just a wooden door.
Get it.
I'm gonna
Teach it a lesson.
warm the old hip up, and then give it the 1 foot right in the middle of the door.
All right, roll me just a quick athletics check, please.
Does he get advantage if he limbered up?
No. 8. All right, you kick through the door.
Like the foot goes through the door.
No, the
door
door,
opens.
you bang against the door and the door swings open.
Oh,
Drapus did what he
gods.
wanted to do.
yeah.
Oh,
that
gods.
that door was open.
Oh, gods. Hold on.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why do you do this to me?
Large just pats Drapus on the back. You know, you're getting really good at that.
Done it a time or two.
Practice makes perfect.
What is happening? All right, I can't open that door apparently. Dynamic lighting's being an asshole, so
All right, time to
You-
leave the dungeon then, I
Inside.
guess. Sweet.
inside there are some more
Through the door.
chambers. There is another. This actually looks a lot. This looks very similar to the chamber you first entered the catacombs in. There's 2 rooms with little divots that look like for candles or statues or stuff. And there's also a large tub in the center that has a pile of bones inside.
I want to look back at Levy and be like, I think we should split up. I'm going to go south, and you guys.
Not a chance.
Okay, I'm going to head over here. And this is where that tub is?
Yep. This is a fairly small chamber. There's nothing beyond this area.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, this is just more locations for burials and
Other
stuff.
than bones, is there anything in the tub?
You kind of rummage around a bit. No. There's some tattered cloth and stuff, but nothing worthwhile.
I head back and come down this way.
Yep. Same thing. Nothing.
That's it in this area. Well, back through the door. Everybody back through the door.
Hey, let me just teleport you guys back through the door.
Back to reality. Whoop, grab it.
And then I will head the other way down the hallway then.
All right, so to your right, you can see is a long chamber that seems to go down. That seems to go up decent ways, almost all the way through, and seems to kind of bend off a bit to the left as it goes in. Seems like a fairly large chamber.
I'm gonna peek down here. That's just a door there, I'm guessing.
That is another door, yes.
Okay, well, you guys want to go through the door or head to the right there?
Location wise, would we kind of be able to tell, because just from my memory with the dynamic lighting on, I can't really picture it, but when we came, Jesse, where Sid and Levy, the hall we first went down, did we go down the first hall to the right or the second hall to the right when we got into that to get to the fountain chamber?
So you guys came in through a tunnel into a section of room that you guys were just in recently that Draven just kicked a door into, and it separated. You guys, Drapus and Larch went south. Levy and Sid went to the east. And you guys found the Beholder chamber over here, and Sid and Drapus and Larch found the Minotaur and such down here.
Yeah, so what I'm feeling is like this this chamber up to our right, which I believe is the one without the door, because I can't see the door yet.
Correct,
right?
yes.
Correct. I think that's leading back towards where we came. That's why I'm kind of asking.
That chamber where you're about to go,
yeah,
it seems like it may be the center of this entire catacombs.
Oh, okay. That's why I was trying to wonder, because I can't picture which hallway we came down
Because
first.
the fountains were on the far east side, and the battle with the Minotaur was on the far west. And this section seems to be right in the center between those two.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Drapus, as much as I love watching you kick down doors, Warner. All right.
We loved.
I kicked the shit out.
He did it, and then he put his foot down and like popped his hip out it.
All right, so
It's like, yeah.
22. You rear up and kick through the door. Once again, it swings open, and it's a copy of the exact same chamber you were just in.
Just a quick run through. Is there anything in there?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm going to head back up here.
Okay.
But when I come out of the chamber, I'm going to look at Sid and give him that little... and walk on.
All right, Drapus, as you're coming up, are you going to move one step more forward?
Yeah. I'm gonna continue up.
To your
the whole way.
left,
I
you
just
can
don't wanna-
see stairs.
I don't want to move the character and miss what you're going to say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue moving up until something catches my eye.
Yes, so you come up into this chamber and you can see that it's a walled off section, and it seems to cut this entire place directly in half, which, as actually looking at it, seems to have been the way that the Minotaur got from where it was all the way around back towards where you guys were. And to the left hand side of you, you can see some stairs that go upwards. It switchbacks around. You go around the corner, it goes up further, and this actually seems to go straight up a good 50 feet. And up above, you can see three walls, a roof, and a section of doors. This, if you
Okay,
had to guess, this would be the way out.
Okay, so before I head out, I want to check to. Well, I want to come up here. This leads back to where we were at, and then what is this? Just a coffin or sarcophagus?
That is a large marble, black and gray marble sarcophagus that has the embossments of a fallen knight on it. It looks, out of everything you've seen here, one of the fanciest pieces of art.
I'm gonna like look around and make sure if anybody's watching me, and I'm gonna kind of slide the lid open.
All right, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yes, please.
Well, this is the end.
8. Okay. So you kind of do a little quick sneak around, look around, and you push and slide it across. It slides off and down, and as soon as it does, a small beam of fire shoots up out of and into a larger mushroom cloud around you, and you take 22 points of fire damage. That was really.
This is why we don't open sarcophagi.
And you guys all hear
Have you learned
Guy.
nothing?
and just a bright flash of light, and you hear
Oh my! Oh God! Oh, everything's okay.
Please tell me his eyebrows burned off or his scale is like singed.
would you still
No,
like to look
no,
inside the
good.
sarcophagus?
I think
yeah.
this is actually like a red dragonborn or something. He's just been set on fire so much.
Drapus.
He's starting to look sunburned.
Yeah.
Inside the sarcophagus is a large, beautifully embellished and
There's tax fraud in there.
yeah, sorry, I've been playing Mr. Turnip commits tax fraud. It's a beautifully embellished and gold filigreed greatsword.
Ooh.
It seems
You know what I'm doing.
it seems untouched by the flames. Larch, as
I'm
you're
gonna-
kind of peering around, the great short shiny good gush.
I'm gonna look back at Levy because they don't know what's in here. Larch, I guess, would see it. Levy, what do you think of two-hand? I know you have your glaive, but you've usually used that one-handed. Do you
I do.
like two-handed weapons?
I do enjoy two-handed weapons. They're my favorite. I own 2 of them.
A wardrobe full of weapons.
And I like start playing out like, what am I missing?
I'm going to, because I just got a fireball to the face, I'm gonna reach in and take this great sword.
Okay. As soon as you grab onto it, it feels warm and tingly to the touch, and kind of shimmers a bit in the darkness.
Curse of binding, isn't it?
It's the curse of vanishing, actually. Anytime he goes unconscious, it disappears.
Great. I'm gonna be like, hey, Levy, or I mean, Larch. I know you probably don't want to, but do you want a great sword?
It's pretty shiny, Larch.
No, not this one. My other one.
He wants to trade out.
What? Tax with disadvantage on weapons I'm not proficient with, right?
Yes.
That's how that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
You have disadvantage, and you can't use the
I
you can't
can't,
use
like,
your strength
cast, right?
modifier or anything.
Oh, okay.
So you
and
would just
yeah,
do
and
weapon
unless you have
damage.
Warcaster, you can't
Yeah,
cast spells
I can't
either.
cast a spell while I have it.
I just figured it'd be funny to offer it to you.
No, sure. If you're not gonna
I
take
mean,
it,
do you really
like,
want it?
I don't know if I have a weapon.
I-
Not since
You
the
had a
rapier,
rapier,
and I
but you
chipped
sold
you
it.
hard fighting with that
Yeah.
rapier, by the way.
Yeah, like that's you pretty much
Yeah.
bought my plate armor, so like if you want a great sword, I'll give it to you.
I feel like it'll be funny, so yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand him my great sword, and then I'm
Greatsword.
going to check out this new great sword.
Okay. It's beautiful. It's like a shimmering silver blade. It's got a leather wrapped silver and black leathered handle. It's Beautiful. Nice piece of work.
Fancy. Yeah. So then I'm gonna be admiring my greatsword as I walk back.
Could I do my one a day ritual, but like, because I get to choose like once per day, I can do a ritual without doing the ritual time.
Yes, and because you
So-
had the fountain, you have regained that. Yes.
So I will do identify on
Okay.
his sword.
On the
You're
one
gonna
he gave
identify
you,
my sword, or
the one he gave you, or the one he just picked up.
The one he's just picked up.
Okay, I'll close that other. I'll close that other page then. This whole time, Dreyfus has been using
This is
a legendary
Dawnbringer.
weapon. It is a +1 greatsword.
So
Oh,
fancy.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty sharp.
that's interesting because it just exploded in my face. So
And with identify, you also learn the name of the weapon, correct?
I believe you learn the name of it and its property.
Yes. So it is a +1 weapon. And I have the name here somewhere. Just a moment here.
You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn
so pretty much you learn
whether any
everything about
spells
it.
are affecting the item. Yeah, basically
Okay.
anything of relevance.
The name of this weapon is Gut Render.
Yeah.
Does it have
The
any
name
other
of-
properties other than it being just a great one? Or,
The
No,
name of this
it
sword
is-
is
it is just-
Tummy
it-
Ache.
It is just a +1 greatsword. Just, I say, as a level 5.
Plus
Yeah.
1 tummy ache.
It's just
yeah.
a magical weapon, don't worry. Okay.
And then if there was nothing, so I go back, and if there was nothing of note going north, then I'm gonna start heading up the stairs.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to continue walking around, like I'll lead everybody out.
No, I want to start going in the direction
Yeah,
Like,
I think we
think is
gotta
up and out.
hustle
Okay.
a little bit.
All right. Beautiful. So, you do a few quick switchbacks and go up the 50-foot flight of stairs into the mausoleum up top. You open the doors into a small central graveyard. It looks like to be at the back of a home, of some sort of homely estate. And let's switch you guys to Waterdeep.
And that was it. And that it was just the bones and the sword in there, right?
Indeed.
Okay.
So, here is the city map of Waterdeep. You guys are coming out right around there.
Coming out.
If you see that little blue circle, that's where you guys are coming out.
I did.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I see.
It's way up at the top. Yeah.
Yes. And you guys need to get down to right around... Where
Gotta
is
get
it?
down below.
Right around here.
Man, that's a big city.
It is the
Right.
biggest city.
City.
It is the biggest city on the continent.
So once we come up and like out onto the street, I'm going to start covering myself up as I do in public.
Okay.
And like, do we have a map of like a map of Waterdeep? Would we know where we're going?
You do, yes. The Mayor Mormir gave you guys a map of the city of
Okay.
Waterdeep.
I'm
And as
going
you guys
to-
are coming up out of the catacombs and look around, you can see large plumes of smoke and fire raining from all above. Looking around, you don't see anyone, any people throughout the streets, though.
Okay.
It
I'm
seems
gonna
that
try
everyone's
and-
home or gone.
I'm gonna try and look around and see where we're at, to where I can place us on the map.
Okay. You do a quick little scout around. You can see some. You see some street names, and you're able to quickly denote yourself onto the map. You guess, unless anything happens, you've got maybe a 40-minute journey.
Okay.
Depends on how you travel. If you're trying to be stealthy about it, a little bit longer. If you're trying to be quick, maybe a little bit shorter, but around about 40 minutes. This is a big city.
If we heard like noises and attacks and everything from under the ground, when we come up, are we seeing smoke? Is there rubble around us? Like, obviously people have either been evacuated or are hiding.
Yes, this entire city, plumes of smoke are everywhere. There's burnt and broken houses scattered everywhere. Occasionally you can see the half-crushed body of a person or half-burnt corpse. It's not looking good for the homes, at least. You don't see many civilians or militants or anything. So as far as you know, maybe they're all okay. Maybe they've been evacuated or something, but right now it's not looking good for at least the city side.
Unless any of you are opposed to it, I say we just try and hurry up and get over to where we're
think we
going.
need to
Like, I don't
book
think there's
it.
really any reason to hide.
No.
Yeah, I mean, unless we hear a commotion of people, I think we should just.
I mean, I assume that Sid is still being watched, and like they knew where we were going. They know what we're doing, so there's not much point in hiding anyway. But we do need to be prepared to either be like there's going to be a sneak attack and an ambush, like.
Yeah. So
but other than that, no, I don't want to be hiding as we go and make this take.
Snack attack.
Yeah,
Snack
I'd say we a pretty brisk pace while keeping perception up.
Okay. Who wants to helm the perception?
I should probably do that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I have amazing perception.
Everyone get ready to start a new character.
Horrible rolls.
Okay.
Numbers wise.
Yeah. Okay. So
So we need a bard in the party.
you all kind of hunker down and begin traversing through the winding streets. Occasionally you come across small sections of broken down timbers and houses and stuff that have collapsed into the city street itself. But being fairly capable yourselves, you manage to climb over the rumble or manage your way around. At around 10 to 15 minutes through your journey, so you've got around another 15 minutes or so traveling, Drapus and Levy, as you guys are kind of wandering around, you both feel just this sudden dread pass over you, and you pause for a second. You kind of look around, and as you're kind of sitting there quietly, you can hear the burning timbers and the occasional shot of volley from the trebuchets. You hear faintly the sounds of crying from one of the collapsed buildings.
Like child crying?
It's hard to discern through the muffling, but it's crying at least.
He'll attack that he went after Drapus and me with this.
They're gonna have a baby.
Wow.
Okay, I meant the two characters that could give less than anything. Okay.
Levy, do you hear that? Do we know what building it's coming from?
It's coming from just up ahead to your right-hand side. It's only 2 buildings away.
I'm going to go check it out with caution.
Okay. Sid and Larch, you guys see kind of Levy and Drapus stop for a second and just kind of get this weird look on their faces and start looking around. What are the two of you doing?
Larch draws his great sword and just like tries to keep it up, but then like starts tilting a little bit, and he's like, "Oh no, maybe I'll do that for later." Puts it back on his back.
I'm getting my shield out really quickly. I'm gonna have my shield and my hand axe out.
Okay.
Hand axe. My
same.
one-handed
I'm gonna be arming myself and keeping my eyes on Drapus.
So you run close to a burnt corpse and grab its arm.
Yeah.
But I'm tits. Drapus,
And there goes the one sub.
No, please. Drapus, you
And in the
begin
toilet.
you begin approaching, and you can just faintly hear. Sounds muffled and buried.
Like under the rubble of the building, or
Yes.
I give Levy. This is. I don't like talking to people. You talk to them.
Sid and Larch, you guys hear
You have a
about,
way with people.
you guys see these two arguing
with
about
my
talking.
-2 to charisma. Yeah, I've got a real good way with people.
I guess I'll be the face of the party.
It
You
says
could
the
let Sid.
charisma class.
Yeah, you want me to be the face of the party?
I don't want you to be in the party.
Aww.
You heard it here, folks.
So early for this.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Are you hurt?
I don't know.
Can
It's
you
dark.
move?
What's happening?
Can you move?
No.
Just based off
Help.
the talking. And just based off the talking, do they sound like they're like yelling or they're just talking to me?
It sounds like they're raising their voice. Not like they're
Okay.
screaming at you, but they're trying to
Yeah.
raise their voice so you can hear them.
Do I get a sense of like how far, like how deep they are? Like, are they pretty deep in there? Like, that's why I was asking if they're screaming and I'm barely hearing them. They're obviously far away.
So
Or
this
buried
building,
really deep.
it looks like it was at one point a two-story building. They were on the first floor, and the second story collapsed inward.
Okay. Is there any way that I can see other than digging them out? Like, is there a way like I can crawl in? Is there a doorway that I can like? It might be collapsed, but I can get in and start working my way to them.
You see a small space. It's about the size of a football or so that you might be able to get through, but I doubt you would be able to.
I'm
The
going
only
to
thing that would probably be
slowly
able to
turn
would be
Levy.
the only thing that would probably only be able to get through there
no.
would be
Send the
McFly.
Yeah, I was
I'll
about to say,
send the
Larch,
chicken.
send McFly in, find out where they're at.
Yeah, I'll warg into McFly and just start chip 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 walking through the rubble, see if I can find any like pockets that.
McFly kind of waddles in, kind of stops and pecks at a small piece of bread that's been tossed aside,
No, McFly, there'll be time for that later. We gotta save people.
and it starts peeping, slowly following its way in. Do chickens
just
have
walk up behind McFly and just be like, "Go!"
an egg lays? Does McFly have dark vision, Larch?
No, he does not. But can I affix the the stone to his
Well, the
eye?
stone's about the size of his head, so not easily.
So carve out a little bit and make it a helmet.
Don't you have like little orbs of light that you can move around?
Oh yeah,
to?
I can send in a
He's past that. He's on
some
the
dancing
stone
lights
now.
with him.
Like Paladin, not big deal with spells. How do I know your spells?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send in dancing lights with.
So little globules begin floating around McFly, and
Can you tell I usually
Matt.
play barbarian?
the chicken kind of
I rage. My lights rage.
the chicken Matt's kind of following around the chicken, and the chicken kind of waddles in, or the chick, sorry, and just kind of stops and looks up. You're warging into them, right?
Yeah.
Right. Inside, you can see the battered and bruised body of an older gentleman. It looks like his one arm is caught under a large section of stone and timber, but he probably can't feel it. If either it's completely gone or it's just completely numb or something. Yeah. But
About how
he just kind of
deep
looks
in?
at the chick and is like, hello?
Hi. I'm just yelling to him. I can see you through the chick. We're gonna get you out of there, okay?
Okay. Hurry.
Terrify the man.
How deep in
I
the
think
rubble
it's
is this man?
collapsing. Only about 1.5 feet, 2 feet.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, I'll bring McFly back to me, and then I'll be like, "Oh, he's not too far," and start trying to pull some heavier, bigger rocks out of the way. And
Who wants to
as
lead
Larch-
this effort?
As Larch goes to reach for stuff, I'm going to push him out of the way. Before you start grabbing stuff, don't just grab something and pull it out because it could be the support.
could I make?
So we have to be careful what we move.
Can I
You
make some
can-
sort of check
Yeah.
to
Are you a
see if there's any
dwarf?
load-bearing walls? I am not a dwarf.
Do you have stone cunning?
I do not.
Is this
Um,
load-bearing rubble?
Roll me an
I'm
investigation check,
proficient
please.
with carpentry tools.
Roll me an investigation check, please, Larch.
23.
23, very nice. So you
I may
kind
have well
of
built this town.
you kind of go like mind palace and just kind of stare at the numbers start numerals start
Larch is
pouring
like
out of your ears.
reconstructing the house in his mind.
Yeah.
After a few seconds, you kind of walk over, do a little larch waddle, and kind of point at a timber and say that this one's probably going to be the best one to move. Who wants to lead the
Sid.
effort?
All right,
Point at the
I'll
camera,
lift
but
it.
That doesn't do anything.
It's right there in front of me.
Sid, I think you're still a little bit. You're still a little bit stronger than me, right?
I would think so, yeah. Or
I'm
we
going-
might be even now.
I'm at 17.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so I'm going to Sid. You need to assist me because
You do the
reason-
you handle the dice.
All right, Drapus, roll with advantage then. Athletics, please. Unless you have another ability that you think would be better suited.
Honestly, my best would be athletics.
Okay. 23, very nice. You manage within yourself. You guys managed to grab this large timber and kind of pull it up and not throw it to the side, just kind of move it slightly to the side, and then manage to unbury some more rubble. And eventually you manage to find the gentleman. He is there, and it seems like the entire western half of the wall, a lot of the stonework that made up of it, is completely on his left-hand arm.
Is there any hope of us moving the wall? Like, is it just way too heavy? We know we're not going to be able to move it, or
You could try and break it up and move it, or you can try and take the arm.
I want to try and take some of the timber that was around and like wedge it in there and lever it up to see if I could just get enough pressure off for him to pull his arm out.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm standing outside with my shield and my battle axe.
I'm ready.
I am ready and waiting.
I'm looking at the
You are the most trusting person I know.
I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, we might have to lose the arm.
No, please. I need my arms, please. Is there something else you could do?
Sid, help me pick this. I've wedged it in there. I'm gonna try and like wedge the wall up. Help me with some muscle. And
You
I'm gonna
got
see
it.
If I can, like I said, I'm gonna try and lift this wall up. If you feel the wall start to come off your arm a little bit, try and pull your arm out and get free. And then when everybody's ready, we're gonna start lifting.
All right. Drapus, roll me another athletics with advantage, assuming Sid's helping.
Nat
Natural
20,
20.
2 nat 20s.
Very nice. That means you're not going to get another one for the rest of the
One of
game.
those?
Yeah, I burnt them all up.
Right. So you managed to find
And this is gonna turn out to try and kill us.
you find a section of wall that's kind of a little bit raised, and you manage to get the large piece of timber. And between Sid and yourself, you manage to kind of wedge it upwards and kind of rock it back and forth a bit. And the man manages to just kind of cling his arm to his side and kind of roll to the side out of the timber and out of the rubble. Good job,
Um,
gentlemen.
As he rolls over out of the way, I'm gonna Larch and Levy, grab him and pull him out into the street away from the rubble. I want
Start
him clear,
dragging.
and then I'll drop the weight after he's clear.
Okay. So the two of you managed to drag him out into the street, being cautious of his completely mangled left-hand arm. And Drapus, as you're maneuvering some more rubble, a few seconds later, the entire rest of the house collapses inward. You got him out pretty much in the nick of time. And he's just clutching his arm, just panting. You can see tears streaking down the scorched and dried soot face, and he's just, "Thank you, thank you."
We don't have a lot of time to hang out, so I'm going to use the rest of my healing pool and pump 20 HP into him, and then we've got to go.
He only has 5 max.
Boom! My ability is I have to use all or nothing.
Bruh, I do have healing potions.
No.
You wanna-
Boom! Gone. We're out.
My arm!
Oh, okay.
His entire
I
body
offered-
swells with healing powers and just explodes.
You actually destroy him with radiant
I'm too
damage.
powerful! His head just Gallagher's. No, you can see the torn sinew and ligaments and everything just begin stitching themselves back together from your radiant energy, and he just winces. It's painful, but he begins to slowly kind of flex his fingers and just says, thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?"
That's a question for Sid. And I'm like, we gotta go.
Who's?
Can you tell me where all the people went?
I've been under there for a while. I don't really know. They started the bombardment from the furthest side, and I think they're dragging everyone towards the sea.
They're taken prisoner.
No one. I don't know.
Like as a distraction, trying to
No.
pull everybody.
So
Who's attacking?
we don't know. It's just this large armada with a red hand sigil.
Red hand.
Right, Lord.
But no, so what's happened was the bombardment started on the eastern side of the city, and they're basically, with their artillery strikes, are corralling people towards the sea.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so they're shooting from the ocean and hitting the far
Over.
side of the city,
Yes.
and then slowly moving
And
everybody
dragging
in.
them away from the walls towards the ocean.
Okay. And you just need to get somewhere safe. We have a message we have to deliver, and we don't have a lot of time to sit around.
should
Do you
I-
have somewhere where you can go?
Should I go further into the city, or should I leave?
If you
I'd
have
suggest you
somewhere-
leave the city.
If you have somewhere that you can get outside of the city, then go that way, because we came from the east side of the city and didn't see anything.
If you could, there's the church on the outside of town. There's a couple horses.
horses.
There. If it's safe there, could you just watch those horses? And if it's not safe, just like get them out of here.
Sure. Yeah, I know the church you're talking about. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you so much. And he does a deep bow and begins running off towards the northeastern side of the wall.
I want
Okay,
those
time to get
horses,
going again.
goddammit.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
All right. So you
I
begin.
start Naruto running with a great sword. A great sword just flailing behind me.
I've giving him a great sword. I've created a monster. Like he can't do anything with it, but he wants to do everything with it.
Oh, I'm taking Warcaster and we're gonna use it as a wand.
I love how Larch has never been in a city and instantly knows how structures work.
And like really well too.
Bye.
I'm
Really
pretty
well.
sure Larch's house was like an adobe hut, so like
It's fine. Don't worry. So you begin progressing southwest, further down through the city. You manage to make it into the main thoroughfare. Here you can see abandoned carts, large sections of abandoned shopping stalls, and basker stalls and everything. There seems to be a lot of stuff still here. You can loot if you want.
We don't have time to loot.
We don't
Great.
have time to loot. Like, let's go
My
deliver the
cabbages.
My God.
My cabbages!
Okay. So, at around this point, the sun has set. The city itself, most of the oil burning lanterns that were normally lit by the lantern boys are unlit because they've not had the chance to go around and do their job, you know, being under siege and whatnot. However, there is a ominous orange glow throughout the entire city as homes and just the cityscape burns to rubble. Occasionally you can see what looks like shooting stars, but in a second glance is trebuchet fire streaking overhead, and when it hits you feel the earth rumble a bit. Sid, you're still the one with the highest perception, right?
In theory.
Passive's 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Or is it 17 now?
theory.
Well, it's 17 now, yeah.
Okay, even better. Through the dark
He's good as long as he doesn't have to roll.
Yeah.
through the dark cloaked starless sky, you see something as you're running past bolt across a cloud of smoke. It looks fast and small.
Small.
Relatively small. It's not a dragon size.
Oh my
Okay.
God, it's Goku.
But it does look like a flying creature.
It's definitely flying or jumping very well.
But I don't get any sense of shape or form.
No, it's too quick. You don't have natural dark vision.
Oh.
It just kind of streaks across a one of the plumes of smoke, and it kind of disturbs the smoke. But that's the only indication you really have.
So I'm going to let everybody know. I'm going to sort of indicate, like, eyes on the skies. There's stuff moving around up there.
At around this point, you guys are right around here. Right around here. All right. So are you guys going to stop, or are you guys going to keep going? Sid has just informed you that there seems to be something streaking across the sky.
How high is it?
Good.
How high was it, Sid?
Good 80, 90 feet up above.
A good 80, 90 feet up above.
Do you have any way of interacting with something 90 feet above us? 'Cause if there's nothing we can do. We
I
just keep
think
going.
I
Got a
could
couple
throw.
of bows.
I could throw that chick pretty far.
Don't call Lavina chick.
You know what you could do? You could toss the chick up in the air, then take Larch's great sword and just bop it like way up there.
I snap and make McFly disappear.
You know, just for the sake of, you know, fun and whatnot, we're just gonna move you guys onto here. Not that you'll need it.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, where are we here?
Controlled by cameraman, save settings. There we go. And let's bring chat into the battle map. There we go. So yes, there is a large section of city streets. It's crowded over. There's an ominous orange glow.
The camera woman token is too much.
Oh, wait, I just see darkness.
I
Yeah,
don't think
You might have to either move the camera, zoom out, or refresh the page.
No, it's because I didn't save his dark vision.
Alright. That'll do it.
Hold on just a second. No one move. Let me save Larch's dark vision before I forget.
Nobody move. Yeah.
You
I like how
select-
this stream has turned into D&D stream seconded by everybody hitting on Matt's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It was inevitable.
Yep.
So, you guys are in
He's
these
a
city streets.
character that's not even in the show.
Gareth, I can't see anything because I don't have dark vision, right? That's on purpose.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it not daylight? Is it dark outside?
It's completely. Did you miss that part?
The lights,
Nah.
people weren't able to get the street
Remember?
lights lit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've got my shield out. I'm gonna cast light on it.
Okay.
Well, and Larch had his dancing lights out still from the rubble. Right.
They only last like a minute, so I have
Yeah.
to like keep
Yeah.
them
Oh,
up. But I
I
mean,
mean,
if you
you
have a way of lighting, we'll just
Oh,
do
then
that.
yeah, that's
Because light lasts like an hour or something.
All right, Sid, you should now be
Either
able to
way.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Betty White.
Ah, so you are in this alleyway. What's the plan? You saw something streak overhead.
first things first. I'm going to try and move my token on stream for some reason because that's the page I was on.
Big brain.
I just clicked on the stream and dragged. I was like, wait, that's not right.
Wait a second.
Hey,
I'm
you
moving
too
for a
can
lark.
play along at home.
Suddenly, the fans are just moving all of our tokens.
Oh,
Gosh,
no,
that would be
yeah.
terrifying.
Chaos.
They'd probably do
yeah.
better than I do.
Yeah, probably.
Um,
I mean, oh.
Hey.
And then now that I'm looking at my token, I instantly regret healing the person because I'm hurt.
Yep.
I literally offered my health potion.
I tried to do something.
I literally tried to retcon for you.
Tried to do something good.
It's your own fault.
You saved him from a building.
I think it
That
was
wasn't enough?
admirable.
Aw, Sid. Really? You know what? I do want you.
Admirable and stupid.
Yay.
You know what, Levy? You could take your sass to some other party, okay?
So as
So
you
I'll
guys
keep
are
my
arguing,
healing potion then.
as you guys are arguing, Sid, you begin to hear.
Is it Betty White? Is
Just
it coming from above us?
coming from the rooftops around you?
I like smack whoever's closest on the arm that's still arguing, and I'm like, shut up. Sort of indicate to the rooftops for everybody to listen.
So you have your light active, and as you're kind of in the quiet looking around, you kind of see over the edge of one roof just kind of these peeking large like wolf-like claws or paws, and this large hyena like face just kind of peering over, drool dripping down from his face, and then it kind of slinks back over the side of the roof.
Can I pull my my silver jug of water cleansing out and take? I have the still full jug. Can I take a couple chugs out of that real quick? Probably use like 2 charges out of it.
Sure, go ahead and roll me your 4d6 then. Yes. Sid, you see this. What's the plan?
And it's clearly seen us, right?
It seemed to have been looking right down at you all.
When it peeks over the edge and I like sort of clock it, do I have time to do something? Like, could I use my telekinetic shove and pull it off the side of the building?
No, it was quite quick.
too
It just
quick?
kind of peered over and then snuck back.
Then I'm just gonna get ready with my warhammer and my shield, and say I think we have company.
Okay. As you're all kind of grouped up together, what is Levine doing?
Well, once
Arguing with me?
once Sid got my attention, I immediately stopped arguing, and I would have probably where I am or off to the side. No, where I am, I would just get into a battle stance with my shield, because my shield and my axe have already been out. So I'm basically going to crouch and not fully crouch, but brace myself and start blocking Larch's side that I'm on.
Okay. Larch, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself,
Okay.
and that is all.
Trapus.
I'm going to ready the new shiny greatsword.
Okay.
After I've put my jug away, and I'm going to do kind of the same thing and kind of try and surround Larch.
So we should be surrounding Sid. Why are we surrounding Mage Armor? When Sid saw it back away, right? We didn't see it back away,
Yes,
or
only
when
Sid
he
saw
got
it.
our attention, was it jumping?
No, only Sid saw it, and
Okay.
it wasn't jumping. It was just kind of peering over the edge, looking
Peering
down at all
over.
of you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I will
And I
indicate
do
to
a
everybody the
perception.
exact point where I saw it disappear from.
Which was where?
Right on that, I
Right.
believe. Yeah, this corner.
Okay. So yeah, if we saw it there, then I'm going to move and kind of block Larch from that area.
Yeah, and this
Everybody's
building,
blocking Larch, but he's the MVP of the party.
this
so.
building goes up about 15 feet high. So you all kind of stop for a moment, gather yourselves around Larch, and you hear that laughter again. And Sid, you hear the sound of wings overhead, and again you quickly look up and you just see this shapeless form streak across the sky and seems to arch down onto a nearby rooftop.
Yeah, guys, we got stuff on the roofs and we got stuff in the skies too.
Do we want to keep moving? Do we want to try and run for it?
Larch,
Yes.
just a moment here.
I run away.
Does
He
a
turns invisible and runs away.
Larch, does an 18 hit you?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage as an arrow comes shooting off from one of the rooftops right into your shoulder. Your great arm shoulder.
It's my fighting arm. I'm going.
Everyone
the
roll
wrong
initiative,
side of him.
please. This is initiative, everyone.
I have a grand total of 1 first level spell I can cast.
Have you tried getting good?
Damn. Oh, look at the nat 20. I mean, not that it matters on initiative except getting you go first, but
Getting your gophers?
yep, that's what I said. I'll say it again.
Whoa.
Getting your gophers.
What just happened?
Yeah, I just got a connection loss too from roll 20.
Oh. Panic.
Oh.
No.
Matt, entertain the stream.
Do a jig.
That's so dangerous.
Let me just refresh roll 20.
Man, I'm collecting a lot of these channel points.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Matt
great.
fart.
Guys, I lost a third of my health just now.
Oh
No, more like a fourth.
Oh, sorry.
Katie,
I thought you
that's your
meant.
husband.
I thought you meant you
You
lost
think
your.
I don't know?
That you meant you lost your health because of the.
Because of Matt parts.
No, because of the connection error.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh. I just lost mine too.
Yeah, I think everyone should just refresh.
Yeah.
Roll 20 real quick.
Mine's fine. You guys are ruining everything.
Give it a second.
Yeah,
You know what? My new goal in life is to steal Matt from you.
Oof.
Honey, get in line. And
Oh.
there's a long line.
Listen.
Yeah, but I got a fast pass.
Oh, you do for that.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, stream. Just give us a
There
second.
is a line. Can confirm.
Having some technical issues here. I can't access any of the character sheets.
I can't either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't get mine.
It's fine. We don't need to know our stats.
Yeah, you guys memorize them at this point, right? We're seven sessions in, right?
Matt, stop saying romantic things to people that aren't me.
Don't listen to her, Matt.
He never does. But I have to say it anyway.
Right.
All right, I just was able to open my character sheet up now.
Yeah. It seems
Mine's up.
refreshing helped. Right. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just adding an initiative here for these friendly boys. So that's him. Oh, I need to change that. Sorry, stream. Just give us a second here. Didn't expect technical issues from Roll20. Thanks to Roll20.
It's fine. This is the most exciting thing, obviously.
Yeah. You know, over the past couple days, I've seen more issues with Roll20 than the past 7 weeks in this stream.
I think it's because more and more people are watching our stream, so they want to use Roll20. So we're advertising for them for free.
Oh, yes.
I know,
that'll do it.
Sponsorship.
That's the issue, guys.
Roll20.
I guess that's true because and I'm not going to say any names, but the number one stream, D&D stream, uses D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Because they also own it.
That's true.
Love that. Love that.
I like No, I'm not going to say anything. We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Just about done adding these guys. Hold on.
So
Hold on a second.
I don't know if you know this, Katie, but I'm pretty sure Matt just put a price on your head.
I
I've
hope
been
not.
with him for 13 years, Josh. 13 years
Oh, that's right. And
of
we also-
sharing him. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of this. Oh, yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Anyway, moving on.
I'll do the levy job and start accounting and list and tally all of his boyfriends and his other wife. Let's do that.
So, anyway, moving on. Larch. You have just received a shot to the heart, and you're too late. What would you like to do?
I used to be an adventurer, but then I took an arrow to the heart.
Leaves.
I can't see anyone, correct?
Correct. At this point, you cannot see anyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, queen. Are any of these buildings, can I see the doors? Like, are they facing me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to prepare a frostbite.
And is it okay?
And if I see anyone hostile, I'm going to cast it on.
Okay.
Pow. Knife.
Nice.
All
Nice,
right.
nice.
Snow. He's going to hear that, and he's gonna jump down. 30. He's gonna run around the corner. You should be able to see him now, Larch.
DC 14.
Con. Okay.
Yeah. Please.
All right. 2. No.
He succeeds.
All right. So
No, he
7
takes
damage.
7 damage, and his next attack is at disadvantage.
Okay, so he comes bolting around the corner, just drool and dribble, dripping down from his face. Longbow drawn. He comes around the corner, shoots. Just as he's about to shoot, you shoot him with this ice bolt, and he has disadvantage now. Very nice. He's going to shoot Drapus, because Drapus is the one in front. 8. Does that hit you?
It's pretty close, but no.
Oh, damn. All right. No number this one.
Cigarino.
No number this one.
That's my favorite number.
Knoll number B.
It's gonna dash right up to here. Larch, you can see another one coming up from around the corner. This
Frostbite.
one, I don't think you get to do it more than once.
Yeah.
This one's gonna jump down here and run right on up to Drapus.
Bring it on!
And it's
I'm gonna like
it's gonna
it.
spear you. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
That is 4 points of piercing damage as it just runs on up and just stabs right into the side of your gut. Fortunately,
Okay.
not hitting anything vital, but
Okay,
not
as
feeling
my
great.
reaction, I'm going to hellish rebuke him.
Okay.
He's got a dex save of 12.
All right. That's a 7. Takes
11 fire damage.
Jeez. He stabs you, and a puff of fire streaks back at him, and he just yelps and recoils a bit. All right. Which one next? This one. All right. He's going to shoot Sid at the back because he doesn't like the look of Sid's mug. 19.
That hits.
All right, 8 points of piercing damage as coming out from the dark, coming up from the above one of the houses. A bolt just shoots right into you, just kind of hitting right into your, grazing past your shoulder, but fortunately not hitting anything vital. This knoll.
This knoll is mine.
It's gonna
Is that Beyonce Knowles?
run on up to here, and it's just gonna throw a javelin right at close range to Drapus. Drapus does a natural 1. Drapus, D4. Sid, even or odd?
Odd.
All right, Drapus, even. So it shoots past you, and it manages to lodge itself inside the plaster sided wall beside you, but fortunately does not hit anyone. This guy, my friend. Mine friend.
Are you my friend?
Okay. You all hear a as
Very licensed.
jumping off from this roof here is a larger knoll than the other ones. He seems to be wearing bone armor, and he lands with a thump right between Drapus and Larch, and he's going to make an attack against both of you. First of all, against Drapus, an 11.
Nope.
And against Larch, a 13. Fucking useless. So he just lunges down, slashes twice into you, and you both manage to avoid any damage.
Love to see it.
All right. Korok's turn. Very nice. So, coming down from the rooftop you saw the eagle land upon is a tall 9-foot plate armored, carrying a tower shield, Goliath, and he just jumps down and just kind of looks at all of you and just begins a purposeful walk towards all of you. And he,
Concerning.
as he's walking, he just gives a point to Sid.
Guys, help.
This knoll.
He likes you.
This
Sid, why you gotta
one's
piss everybody
gonna
off?
jump right off, and it's gonna take an attack with its spear right at Levy. It's gonna jump down and lunge its spear right into Levy. Levy does a 21 hit.
Yeah.
So it
Drove my
manages
spear
to
into the
hit
Levy,
right into your
Levy.
shoulder, just missing, fortunately, the bone. And you take 7 piercing damage. All right, this Knoll's turn.
Yeah.
This one comes running out from between the buildings. A longbow drawn. Does not get to attack, unfortunately. Drapus.
Okay. So the one in front green is the one that stabbed me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so green's going to take attack number 1 with my new shiny greatsword.
Hold on real quick. Did Levy not roll initiative?
Yeah, I did. I did it twice because I get advantage with my shield out.
Drapus.
Huh.
It didn't show up in roll. It probably happened when
Didn't show
everybody
up in
lost
chat.
connection.
Oh, I'll do it now.
Just roll again, please. Make sure you have your token selected. 10 or 12. All right.
12.
So, sorry, Drapus, real
That's
quick.
pretty much what I rolled last time too.
We'll let Levy go, and then Drapus will go.
Cool.
So
All
yes,
right,
Levy, Noel just lunged down in front of you, and is now going to crouch in a position with a spear drawn.
Cool. I'm going to take a hearty swipe at that thing.
Okay.
Ideally,
Like
I
a
want to
nice
use my
warm
shield
stew.
to Yeah, exactly. I want to deflect the spear with my shield while I swipe.
Yes, that is a good use of a shield.
Ideally, yes. We'll see if that's what I get, though.
Okay.
Where's my baby battle axe?
Baby
There it
battle
is.
axe, baby battle axe. You can lick it or you can munch it. 9. You slash into this creature, and it just streaks across some of its
I just said that.
some of its
axe.
chain armor, but manages to unfortunately do no damage.
Okay, I'm going to attack it again.
The joys of level 5.
Yeah, because why not?
Extra attack.
Yeah.
15. 15 just hits.
Sweet.
10 points of damage. Not too bad. So you block its shield out of the way, you slash at it, and it hits across the armor, but it doesn't do any damage, and just cackles at you. And you just grimace at it and slash into it again, and this time it kind of stumbles back. It does not look pleased. Anything
No.
else?
No, at this point I'm going to hold.
Alrighty. Travis, it is now your turn.
Okay, so green, I pick my great sword up and slash across him with my new shiny great sword because he stabbed me and pissed me off.
Okay, you are hold on. All right, go ahead. A 10. All right, so you slash against this creature. It just kind of, again, hits into the armor. He doesn't seem to take much damage from it.
Okay, so I slash down on him, and then when I come back up for my second attack, I want to hit the bigger knoll that's next to me.
Okay.
Boom!
Nice.
Natural 20, very nice. So,
And I'm gonna lay a smite into it.
okay. First smite, very nice. So
Yeah.
you slash down into this knoll, it kind of cackles at you, and you manage to reave around and slap right into this this knoll havoc runner. Go ahead and roll me damage. 24 damage, not bad.
And then with smite is going to be another 14.
14, not too bad.
So 38 damage.
Indeed. So this thing kind of cowers away from the smite, and it does not look happy with what you just did.
And that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Next up we have Ganol. Surprise, surprise. This one's gonna jump down, run on up into here, and is gonna take a shot at Larch.
me with your best shot.
17.
That just hit.
All right. You take 8 points of piercing damage.
Another one.
Another one. Okay, next up is Sid.
So first, with my so when I leveled up, I got 2 third-level spell slots.
Yes, you have access to them.
But I did not get to prepare third-level spells.
Yes.
Right? Because
you can upcast, but you do not have any third-level spells.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon at a 3rd level.
Yep.
Ooh.
Do I have to click on it in here? No, it just right. So that's the attack.
T6, and who's
So
this
that's
against?
and sorry, I'm making it appear right in front of Buddy in the armor who called me out.
Okay. Oh, against the Goliath?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does your spiritual weapon look like?
So it looks like just this rotten, diseased, like festering hand clutching a dagger.
Why would he make it healthy?
He's calling Bigby's hand.
Does that do?
That'll do.
I'll do, pig.
Controlled
I'll do.
by Jesse B. Save
Also,
settings.
I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know if it matters, but that smite damage would have been necrotic.
Yes, that's fine. They're not resistant to necrotic.
Yeah.
So Sid, you should now be able to move that to where you want it.
That is right where I want it anyway. So.
All right. So 26, yeah, that hits. You slap into this creature with this festering hand.
Now, is it going to ask me what level I'm casting it? Yes. Okay.
Yes, it should. You're casting at 2nd level because, at
3rd level.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It doesn't give you any advantage though, because with spiritual weapon is every 2 levels above the natural level.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, so that's 7 force damage. And then I'm gonna pull out my warhammer and with my action try and bash this gnoll closest to me.
All right.
That is one-handed.
23. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, boy.
11 again. You
This
just
is
smash into this thing's clavicle. I believe this is the clavicle here.
Yes,
And
sir.
it just kind of
Yeah,
cripples down and just turns into essentially a pile of goo. It is Kaputsk. Kill
I
stealer.
killed a thing. I killed a thing.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Mr. Fenton. He's going to come on down.
Come on down.
Ladies and gentlemen. And
Get ready to win big.
If you don't mind, DM, when it wraps around to a new round, let me know to where we know our reactions are ready to go again.
all right. So coming out of the shadows, you see this half-orc gentleman in pale green leathers, and he holds a wand in one hand and a rapier in the other, and kind of points it out, and 3 glowing white beams streak out and slam into Drapus.
course they do.
Drapus, you take 11 points of force damage.
You do like to stand in front.
It's my job.
Yeah.
And
You can try if you want to.
this half orc just kind of looks at everyone, just kind of slightly crunched over, and just kind of looks around. Get them now. It's the time. All right, this one is gonna fly. Again, you see this creature fly overhead. Sid does a 8 hit.
Ew.
All right, so As this, you see this streak fly overhead, and a rock, a large meaty rock, lands right beside you, and you kind of look up, and above you can finally see this giant eagle with bardings and armor and such. It looks like this thing just tried to drop a rock on you.
A rock with a rock?
It's not quite a rock. I wasn't ready to pitch you guys up against a rock yet.
Boulder.
Thank you.
The boulder has no issues hitting this girl.
The boulder.
The boulder does not have conflicted feelings.
Larch.
All right.
Mr. Harchlitzen.
We are gonna. We're gonna cast our first druid spell, which isn't really a druid spell,
Oh, no.
but I picked it from the druid spell
Fireball.
list.
What?
Yes. Power word kill.
Oh.
No, so I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna
What's your
cast
word?
fairy fire.
Oh, very nice.
On all of these people, including Betty White. She can eat it.
Oof. You heard it here first, everyone. Betty White can eat it.
So that gives us advantage on attacks against them, right?
Yes. If they fail a dexterity saving throw, let me pull it up.
It's about that size, right? Or is it one bigger?
It's a 20-foot square.
Oh, sorry. There you go. One
So I think
bigger.
it hits all of these guys too.
Oh,
And then also these ones. Hits
I was
all.
wondering who was making that square earlier and why.
5, 10, 15, 25, 10, 15. What? Oh, okay. I got you. I will move it there then. All right. The box doesn't quite show it, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'll make it a bit bigger. There we go. So these beautiful sparkles come up and appear. So is charisma saves?
I believe it's dexterity. But let me just pull up the spell real quick. Dexterity saving throw, or they're affected.
Right, Korog has
By this.
advantage. 18.
So that passes. The DC is a 12.
And then 3 gnolls. 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, so 3, 4, 5 fail. The other one is good.
All right. So let me send that to the back. There we go. Now I can actually access tokens. So these gnolls now all have advantage on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you all see as Larch kind of shoots out a beam of sparkles, and these sparkles kind of whirl around for a bit and just latch right onto everyone.
And then I use a healing potion.
Okay.
Hey,
Very nice.
max healing.
Very nice.
Man, wouldn't that be nice, Drapus?
Yeah.
Max heals on something?
Yeah.
All right, the Knoll's turn. This one's gonna shoot Drapus.
Dr. Drapus. And Beyonce Knowles.
10.
Dr. Drapus is dead. 10 AC? No, I'm good.
Calling out to wake up now.
Wake
5.
up now.
5 to hit you, Drapus.
No. Even better.
All right. One of this guy, he's gonna take a hit against Drapus. Surprise, surprise. He kind of crouches down and lunges upward with his two-handed spear. 15?
No. Who was that one that just attacked?
This one.
Okay, no, none of them hit.
All right. Orange is going to shoot Sid because it doesn't like Sid. 9. Fucking ball sacks. Purple.
And ball sacks? That's a lot.
Purple's gonna move
Wait,
right on up here.
he shot me with 9 ball sacks?
Yeah. 9 fucking ball sacks. Thank you very much.
He puts them in a sock like quarters.
We all know Sid dies from that.
He Purple kind of runs on up and just jumps and does like the Achilles move, and just stabs his spear right into you. Does a 20 hit you, Drapus?
It does.
Okay. 6 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm. I take the spear and cough up a lot of blood. I am genuinely fucked up.
All right, the Knoll Havoc Runner is gonna attack Larch twice because he does not like Mr. Spellcaster. And he just looks at you, Larch. This guy even looms over you. He's about 7.5, 8 feet tall. Just this large gnoled face just kind of gets right up into your face and just says, "No spells." It's gonna make an attack. An 8.
Nope.
12.
Nope.
Fuck.
Looks like I'm gonna keep doing spells, buddy.
Korog is going to... You see this large Goliath reach into a pocket and pull out this large rod and breaks it in half, and he disappears. And reappears right beside Sid.
Fantastic.
And is going to now take 2 attacks against Sid. And he's going to Reckless.
You.
He's going to Reckless. Why not? That'll be fun, right, guys?
Ooh.
Sid does a 25 hit.
Yep.
Does a 20 hit.
Yep.
Okay, that's...
There's...
I'm ready for Sid to die. He's ready for Sid to die.
Levine's spending all of her time figuring out how to maneuver Drapus so she can get a potion, and now and I'm like, I can't do it all.
Sid, are you resistant to necrotic at all?
No.
Okay, that is 34 points of damage. So it's 30 points of slashing damage, 4 points of necrotic. As this guy just walks up, snaps his rod, disappears, reappears in a puff of smoke behind you, and just shakes his head and smacks into you twice with this beautiful great axe. Levy.
Yeah.
What would you like to
Right
do?
in between all of it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sid, how much in a bad way are you compared to how much in a bad way is Drapus right
Who do you
now?
care about more is the question.
On a scale of, let's say, 0 to 44,
Yeah.
I'd say at a 4.
Oh boy.
On a scale from 0 to 34, I'm on a 1.
So you've taken less
boy.
damage.
I have taken less damage, yes, that's true.
Okay. Okay.
I like how he did the scale. That's amazing.
Okay.
But that being said, I wouldn't worry about me this turn.
Interesting. Interesting opinion.
Unless unless somebody gets to go before I do. Like, if I get my next turn and I'm awake, then you don't have to worry about me. If I don't make it to my next turn, then you should probably have worried about me.
Okay. Please
Only
don't
one
give
more.
Gareth ideas. Okay.
I'm
Okay, what I'm going to attempt. What I'm going to attempt is what I was going to attempt before, except I'm going to attempt it with Sid now instead of Drapus. From the positioning here, I can attempt to strike diagonally, right? I can try for that one in front of Larch.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I meant I can go for the Goliath,
Yes.
is what I'm saying. Okay. I just realized Larch is surrounded as well.
I'm being played.
Yes. There's the Havoc Runner and there's
now.
the Goliath. Yes.
Okay, so what I am going to attempt to do is do a maneuvering attack. So Sid, can move out of the way without provoking an attack of opportunity from the Goliath. I want to keep Sid alive as long as possible because he can actually be very helpful in case Drapus does get downed by something before he can heal himself.
Okay.
Whichever way you would choose to run in this case, Sid, is up to you. If I can land a hit. Here's hoping.
How far do I get to move?
Half your movement, I think.
Yeah, up to half your movement.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, here. Yeah, I guess here goes.
So you have advantage against the Goliath because he recognized.
Yep.
Yep, it's definitely that.
Yep.
Yep. 21,
There we go.
21 hits.
Oh, good.
Misses.
Just had to check.
Bless you.
Shit my pants.
Bless you, right? Okay. Maneuvering attack is a little wonky. There we go. Let's
So
do this.
what does
and
your
then
maneuvering
roll.
attack look like? What's happening here?
So, let me not break my brain. I'm going to roll my superiority really quick.
Yep.
Because I will forget. Cool. Okay,
Okay.
I'll take that. So 10 to damage.
All right.
So as I'm attacking, it's very similar to the way I attacked it was the knoll, right? That I attacked first? Yes. So I'm going in kind of leading with my shield up and above, and I'm swiping low. And how did he attacked twice to Sid, but we didn't really get a description of what the attacks were, right? It was just the total damage.
It's
That was
this
them?
large great axe.
The great axe, that's what it was. Okay. I'll have a brain later when I don't need it.
If I
So-
only had a brain.
Right. So I've gone in like mid-level to my own body, so it's really low. What I'm doing is attempting to swipe from underneath, get his attention to turn towards me so Sid can either roll or just straight up sprint away. Like I'm leading with my shield
Okay.
and coming in to piss him off.
All right. So, Sid, you have this opening. Do you choose to move?
The only advantage I'd get from moving is that he'd have to move to get me, and Larch would get an opportunity attack.
Larch would get an opportunity. Larch
great.
wouldn't be
Great
flanking
sword.
anymore. You would still be further away, and it doesn't use your
Yeah,
Your
so
action.
I guess I'll do the first 5 diagonal, and then 2 down, 1 down. I want to kind of still be covered from those other guys by the building.
Okay.
So right there.
During this opening, the Goliath kind of rears back a bit from the audacity of getting hit and just kind of glares down at Levy. Levy, as you slash into this guy, what was a good meaty hit didn't seem to faze him much. He just kind of glares down at you and just keeps eyeing after Sid as Sid bolts away. Sid, you step over the Gallagher knoll and tuck down in beside your buddy Drapus. You have a second attack, Levine.
You, buddy.
You have a second attack, Levine.
Yes, I do.
I mean, you don't have to take it. You can just...
No, I'm taking it. I just not loading. Excuse me, I've never had an issue killing things, sir.
Oofed.
I killed a
Not
thing,
like-
guys.
I'm clicking on it and it's not.
Yeah, Sid
It's
kill
not
steal.
rolling.
Hercules!
Hercules. 14 against the Goliath.
Bless my soul. Sid was on a roll.
Person of the week.
I'm
in
so
every
glad you
Sid
ran with
opinion
the
poll.
Disney version.
Levy, that's against the Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You slash once more, and it just kind of scratches his plate armor, and he just kind of grumbles a bit from you damaging his armor. Anything else, Levine? You can action search.
I know what I can do.
that look of, don't you tell me.
Is that the end of your turn, Levine?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
All right. No.
But wait, there's more.
Does he have any disadvantages for walking into the spray?
Great question. I think it's just when it's cast.
Fairy Fire would only, once he walks into it, he just gets advantage on attacks against him.
No, I think it's just creatures who are in it when I cast it.
I thought it was a continuing effect.
I think it continues on the people who are hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
is it?
the actual who it affects, I think, is just when you cast it.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it just
I
says
thought it
any
was a-
creature in the area when the spell is cast.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, he's fine. All right. So he's going to throw a javelin at Drapus.
Do I have cover because I'm surrounded by fucking people?
Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. So this thing shrieks in, and it does hit. It kind of pierces against the shoulder pauldrons, but manages to just glide off right into Sid, and Sid dies. Dreyfus, it is your turn.
Okay, so I do have a question.
I have
For
probably
extra
have an
attack,
answer.
for extra attack, do I have to take my initial attack to get the extra attack? So if I use an action to do something,
Your
do I
action
still
is
get an
either
attack?
your 2 attacks or an action. So you
Okay,
cannot
well
breath
then-
weapon and attack.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to heal myself.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pop off a heal,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use my bonus action to take my last chug.
So you're gonna say
of-
to take my life.
Cut my
heal
life
myself,
into
take the
pieces.
great sword and slam it into my throat.
Dishonorable Sudoku.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my bonus action and take my last chug of the cleansing water.
All right. Quick splash.
Awesome.
It's 2d6, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Okay, I'll just roll another one then.
You don't get to re-roll
Hey.
ones.
Hey!
Yay, 7 more.
Rags to riches.
Just splash
baby.
it on Sid. That'll be fine. Nothing will go wrong with that.
Yeah. So that is going to be my turn
Okay.
because I'm not gonna move.
The Gnoll. Gonna.
Actually, hang on. Sorry, I am gonna move. I want to move. Can I move through a space that an enemy occupies as long as I don't end in that space?
Yes, it takes half movement.
Okay, I want to move on top of
Anyway,
Mrs. Betty.
Okay.
Yeah, don't we all?
Can attack
You were
opportunity
gotta make
on-
moves on this
Back
side.
her.
from the big knoll, though.
Okay. He's gonna take an attack against you. 12 misses.
And then to finish my
This is
turn,
Anyway.
Larch, you need to move.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, so this Gnoll's turn. Now that you're there, it's gonna move up to here. And it's gonna take an attack with advantage. Does a 22 hit.
It does.
This thing comes on up and just spears you right in the back of the shin. Does not feel good. Not quite the Achilles tendon, but it doesn't feel good. 7 piercing. So it's a good thing you used that healing potion.
He's gonna get a hellish rebuke.
Okay.
This is a new round, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but 10.
A 10, he takes 14 fire damage.
Ooh. All right. He does not enjoy that.
Sheesh.
He's still alive though. Sid.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to down a healing potion.
Okay.
Do
Not a
some
bad idea.
So that's 44 plus 4.
For regular?
No, it's a greater.
Yes.
So 14.
Not bad.
14 I heal for. That's right.
Just so everybody, I don't know if anybody remembers, we had a bonus 5 hit points to our maximum from last round,
Since when?
from last session.
How long does that last?
I did. Larch did.
I
and
did.
Drapus did. And that lasts
From
8
8
hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let
So,
me.
was that an increase to max or temporary?
It's an increase to
It's
max
an
for the 8
increase.
hours.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't quite heal up to max with my hit die, so
No?
Okay.
it doesn't
I just
matter.
wanted to bring it up in case anybody had forgotten about it.
I did.
Or plus 14.
Oh, I forgot
Yo,
to-
my max is 38 with this.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
It's ridiculous.
Join the club. Yes, used one.
Then I'm gonna use my action to cast Toll the Dead on the big boy.
Okay. That is a wisdom save.
So that's wisdom save.
Levy's on stream.
Cat.
Aw.
Levy.
18.
Yeah, he's fine.
So you just reverberate this gong and he just kind of tilts his head a bit and looks back at you.
Dang.
Anything else, Sid?
Dang.
Dang,
Honestly,
dang,
I don't-
diggity dang a dang.
I don't really want to move anywhere. It's not gonna be better. I guess I'll move around
Levy's all eyebrows.
Meow.
this guy so I'm next to Drapus.
Okay. Let me move Betty again. Jeez, guys. She's an old woman. She can't move very far.
Bullshit.
Have you seen Betty dance?
She gets it.
She's pretty spry.
All right.
Mhm.
Fenton is going to come on up over here
We jumped down his throat.
Danny,
Betty
thank
White.
you.
and just kind of looks towards Sid. You should not have disobeyed our master.
Yeah, you're probably right.
This is your fault.
Usually is.
Give me a moment here. Let me
Sid
just...
is a gift.
Right. So let me just look at this here real quick. It's got one less of those. That is a we'll move that. So
Well, I don't like where
What?
this is going.
What is
This-
happening?
large rift opens up between Drapus and Sid, and these black and purple tentacles begin crawling their way out.
Oh, hell no.
I need both Sid and Drapus and those gnolls to roll me dexterity saving throws, please.
Come on, boys. Pretend you're not wearing armor.
Fuck nah, baby.
He's a hustler, baby.
No.
He's dead.
No.
So you both take 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's something else. Hold on.
Can we just say there's not something else? Just for fun.
But wait, there's more.
It's like the ShamWow
And
guy.
you get a tentacle. And you get a tentacle.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
And you become restrained.
You become an octopus.
So that pretty
Oh,
much means we
good.
can't move, right? Our movement
Good.
speed is reduced to 0.
Correct.
We can't move and we have disadvantage on attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So no.
And aren't attacks against at advantage while
Uh,
restrained?
yes, but they do have to get in. Melee attacks are at advantage. So he dies as well.
Cool.
Dies?
Ooh.
Yeah. This
I'm less
thing's,
scratchy.
Oh, because the damage.
Worth it.
this thing's gobbling up a few of the gnolls.
The half orc called Cthulhu into this fight. It's a bunch of bullshit cheating.
Hey man, it's not that high of a level spell. He needs to roll dex as well. He fails, so he actually dies as well. So 3 gnolls have been taken out. because of these black tentacles seeping up from the abyss.
Levy's starting to like this.
Guys,
the
that was my
tentacles.
plan all along.
He's the best person in the party.
This thing, you cannot make a you can't make a deck save because you are restrained. So, Sid, you take 5 points
Too
of
much.
bludgeoning damage
No.
Oh, it's not too much.
as another large rock hits into your head, and you feel your eyes kind of go fuzzy. Blood kind of seeps down from your skull. It hurt as this eagle once again flies over top. No. This one's going to just gonna stand here and shoot. Why not? That is a 16 to hit.
Oh.
Hit who?
Sid. Larch, you saw these large tentacles now appear. Drape has told you to get the fuck out of the way, or get down.
You say large tentacles?
Yeah.
Large
tentacles.
Large tentacles.
Larch is actually an illithid, guys. Surprise.
I was going a different way with that, but yeah.
Larch is going to use his tentacles, and no, I'm going to Scorching Ray at a 3rd level,
Ooh, big boy.
and we're gonna hit all the gnolls.
All the
Bingo,
knolls.
bingo, bingo, bongo. We're gonna hit all those.
Okay.
So
Starting with blue, 19 hits. And then pink, 21 hits.
and the
Unnamed.
next one,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and red.
boy.
and oh my
Yeah,
god!
all hit.
All right, and we're gonna go in the same order for damage too.
All right.
4 damage. This is all fire.
Yep.
I'm not doing anything special. Then 7 for purple.
Okay.
Then 5 for unmarked, and then 8 for
Not
red.
bad. So as you do the damage against purple, his body kind of rears back, and one of the tentacles grabs around his neck and grabs around his legs, and just bend him in half and suck him into the void.
Okay.
So his body just went. He
Can you
is.
make that sound one more time? Thanks.
No problem. Anything else, Larch?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn invisible.
I feel like I've seen this happen before.
I'm gonna go.
Have you seen it though?
Hey, I am. I can.
5,
I have true sight.
10,
Uh-huh.
15.
Ah. So going through there is rough terrain.
Oh, I'll stay. Actually, I'll just go like this: 5, 10, 15, and I'll hide behind Levy.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
So this gnoll is still alive. It's gonna yip on up here. It's gonna try and take a shot against Sid. Fucking 15.
Away.
This one's
Gotta
gonna
love it when the DM's sad.
This one's gonna take a shot against Levy.
Bring it.
Natural 20. There we go, boys.
He would have hit me anyway.
Excited about that.
14 points of piercing damage.
It doesn't take a nat 20 to hit me.
Did I just cast a 6th level spell? That does nothing.
Good job, Larch.
Very impressive.
All right, Orange is going to take a shot down at Sid.
Come on. No.
Not like this,
13.
not like this, not like this.
Fucking balls.
Why do I keep casting spells? What's happening?
Stop it. Hey,
Never.
maybe keep that one.
Yeah, bank that one for later.
Yeah, save that little snack for later.
Here. Gonna make an attack against Levy with advantage.
What
23
were you
Levy.
muttering?
The
Yeah,
Gnoll
go
Havoc
ahead.
Runner has moved across and is now going to begin taking attacks against you, Levy, at advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
So 23.
Yep.
And an 8. Good job, buddy. And you take 4 points of slashing damage. Korog. So the Goliath kind of readjusts his posture, kind of brushes off his armor from Levy's little scratches she made on it, and just kind of looks again across the battlefield. It doesn't have to end this way. Drop your arms, on your knees, and we will take you. Resist, you will not live to see the morning. Levine. He's standing there with his great axe just kind of on the ground in his hand still, but just kind of off to the side, one-handing it, and just kind of surveying the battlefield.
Actually, at this point, I'm going to just yell behind me and say, does anyone here want to kneel? No? I'm getting a no?
Sid
getting
at 2
silent?
hit points.
Nobody?
Sid's all
Okay.
wrapped up in tentacles and
Any
can't move.
Cool. Well, apparently his mouth is covered too. That's fine. Then yeah, I'm going to look back at the Goliath and say, I didn't hear any yeses, and cast Burning Hands.
Right. As you go to take an aggressive action, he's going to use his two held attacks to attack you.
Okay.
18.
Yes. Closer
23.
on that one though. Okay. And that's me unconscious.
31 points.
Wait. We got our first unconscious.
31 total.
I have to do math now. Yeah, I'm unconscious, so
Okay.
move.
And you all see as he looks down to the unconscious Levy, looks towards all of you, raises his axe again, and cleaves right down onto her. Levy has failed 2 death saves. Levy, you feel just in this unconscious void, this sharp pain across your gut as this axe cleaves into you. Unfortunately, Levy, that is the end of your turn.
Your life.
Jarapus.
Do I get some type of save to see if I can get unrestrained at the beginning,
You can use
or
your
at the end?
action to break the grapple to get out.
Yeah, I'll try and break the grapple.
Hold on. First of all, because you are restrained and you start your turn there, you do take an additional 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As you're just kind of restrained, it just starts wailing on you with these tentacles.
Okay, so I took the 10 points, and I'm going to try and break the grapple.
Okay, give me just a quick athletics check, please.
Come on!
Yeah, you succeed. Handedly.
Okay, so I'm going to break the grapple, and then I'm going to run up and, like, throw myself on top of Levy.
Aww.
Like, guarding her.
Okay.
And then it's an action to feed a potion to somebody. So I'm pretty much going to like try and cover her, like I'm protecting her.
Yes, you're quite a bit bigger than her, so any attacks against her will be first going through you. Anything else, Trapus?
That's my turn.
All right. That Knoll is dead as well. Sid, you just saw Levy get struck down. You are still grappled and restrained. You are going to take
if
10.
I'm taking 10 hit point, I'm unconscious.
You have taken 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm
Sid
down.
is unconscious. Fenton. He's going to cancel that so you don't die. because he wants you alive. He, for those who can't see it, or I guess Larch, you can kind of hear it. This half-orc walks up towards one of the gnolls and just says, "Deal with the rest of them," and walks towards Sid. And that's the end of his turn. The giant eagle is there, waiting. This gnoll is going to run on up to here, and it's going to try and take attack against Drapus. Let's see here. Where is it? There it is. 13. That misses. Larch, you suddenly become visible again.
I am gonna use my action to feed Levy a potion.
Okay. So you kind of maneuver yourself through Drapus's limbs and manage to force feed Levy a potion.
I'm gonna give her one of the water skin juices.
Okay, so 2d6.
So it's 2d6.
Levy, you are back up to 5 hit points.
And then,
With a heavy dragonborn on top of you.
I really hate to do this, but because I laid on top of Levy, I'm prone, so that Noel would have advantage on attacks against me.
I already rolled.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he rolled
fair.
He rolled an 18 and a 13.
Okay.
I think
Well,
Larch
if he
is-
rolled an 18 and a 13, then he hit me because he has advantage.
You're right, I'm an idiot. I rolled for disadvantage. In that case, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Like I said, I just want to play it fair.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Levy, you come back to consciousness. You feel just warmth across your gut from where the second hit, and just weight on your chest, and the bitter, acrid taste of health potions pouring down your throat. You fortunately come to consciousness, though. Anything else, Larch?
Yeah, I think Larch is gonna look around, see how bad everyone's looking, and he's gonna get on his knees and put his hands up.
And he's gonna dimension doorway and say, "Fuck you all."
Bye.
All right, so Larch, you are going to do as commanded.
Yeah.
All right. This gnoll is going to come on up here, and it's going to begin. It's kind of slinks on up, grabs its backpack, and begins pulling out sheaths of rope. This one. It sees Larch lays down his arms and sees the other two prone on the floor, so it's gonna just hold. This gnoll, it's gonna hold again. He's going to he just grabs Larch by just the back of the head, by the hair, and just kind of holds you with your head kind of facing up. It'd be hard to kind of break his grapple. The Goliath just kind of rests the great axe, the blade of the great axe, against Drapus's spine. Do you yield? Sorry. Are you packing, buddy? No. Do you yield?
Do you wield?
Woo. Do you yield?
When Levy regains consciousness, I'm gonna tell her not to. Levy, don't move. Like, whisper it to her, and then when he says that to me, I'm going to kind of like, I would have stowed my greatsword when I dove on top of her to where I don't hurt her, and I'm going to keep my hands out away from my weapons and not really say anything. I'm just gonna be kind of like a submissive posture.
Okay. The great axe is removed from your back, and he grabs you and handedly, even in your plate armor, lifts you and just kind of crunches you down onto your knees. Levy, you felt the weight on your chest lifted off. You hear Drapus kind of groaning as his hair's being pulled away from his scalp.
No hair.
Or, sorry, not Drapus, Larch.
Yeah.
What is the plan, Levy?
When Drapus whispered to me, I immediately started just growling deeply in the back of my throat. But as he was lifted from me, I follow, like I watch him
Okay.
get dragged. And I look to my left and I see Larch. And I'm going to roll over and get on my knees, but I'm facing Larch, not the Goliath.
Okay. Drapus, you are being restrained by this Goliath's arm. You can try and break it, or you can.
So Levy's directly south of me, still in her spot, right?
Yes, Drapus is there. You've been pulled off and just kind of forced to your knees, and Levy's now on her knees looking at Larch.
I'm going to reach out and like just put a hand on like Levy's like leg and dump the 25 hit points into her.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I didn't click.
9.
Roll twice.
Okay. You need to roll me an athletics check, please. Yeah, he does not allow you to do that. He yanks you back, so your arm misses Levy.
When he yanked me or he yanked Drapus?
He yanked Drapus back. He saw Drapus pulling out his arm to touch Levy and just yanks him back by the collar.
When he does that, my tail starts flicking intensely. But I stop growling.
Aw, they do care about each other.
You don't know what I mean.
So is there, when you're, because all I have to do is touch, so when your tail flicks, since you're right next to me, does it ever touch me? Because I don't have to touch her with my hand.
I don't know where you are. My tail is long. My tail is flicking. I don't know how far you are.
Any part
that would, that would be up to Garrett.
I'm allowed to heal her. But since I already rolled, I don't want to continue trying to roll to make the save.
Even or odd?
Odd.
Large. Roll me a d20. If you guys get an odd number, you're able to heal Levy. That is an even number. Unfortunately, the tail is out of reach.
Since I'm not able to, I'll leave it up to you. I tried to use my action to heal her. Since
you still have the healing. You still have the pool. Yes.
But can I still use my action? Like, since it failed, do I use my action and it failed and I no longer have an action? Or can I heal myself?
That would be your action to try and heal her.
Okay, so since it failed, I still have the pool, but I no longer have the action turn.
Yes.
Okay, then that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Because I'm not going to try and run away from it.
I guess I need to bring up my d20 to see how Sid does. So Sid, your body is face down on the floor. Large marks around your neck and your arms where you were bound by the tentacles. And the Knoll is now beginning to pull out ropes and begin trying to restrain you with ropes. Okay. His body kind of relaxes a bit, but it seems normal.
Are we done with the initiative, or are we still?
At this point, we are out of initiative.
I would like to, because he's still holding me. The Goliath's still holding me.
Yes.
My friend there's not. He's not gonna make it. We're yielding, but do you care if I stabilize him?
At this point, you see the half-orc that's there yank back the scalp of Sid, and his kind of mouth opens up and he's get pulled back, and this green vile liquid is just poured down Sid's throat. Sid, you are stabilized.
Sid, you get saving throws.
All right. Well,
some
in
gnolls
that case,
begin kind of coming out, grabbing more rope from their backs, from their bags, and begin binding Levy and Larch, unless either resist.
I don't resist, but I'm growling again.
Okay, your weapon closet is taken off of you.
Your weapon closet.
Larch, your component pouch and your spell focus are just kind of tossed to the side for the moment. Where is McFly during this?
He is bamfed out into his own little pocket dimension.
Okay, and you two are beginning to be restrained. Drapus, they begin trying to restrain you. Are you going to resist?
I'm not, but I'm going to constantly be looking for an opportunity to either touch Levy or touch Sid, whether they get put next to me or anytime I can get a finger on them to dump 25 hit points into them. That's going to be my focus for the next foreseeable future.
Okay. So
pretty much first come, first serve.
How many hit points are you at, Larch?
I'm pretty good. I'm at 32 out of 38.
After taking 2 sets of 8 damage?
I healed.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay.
And he had 5 extra at the start.
So to do this.
Everybody else is fucked up though.
Okay. And you see the half work just kind of look at all of you and twirl his wand, and the sand begins to fade out in a cloud, and you all lose consciousness. Had to make sure how much hit points Lurch had. Because otherwise Lurch would have been MVP still. So.
How close was I?
Not very close. I wasn't sure how much hit points you had in general, so. But yeah, no, he rolled pretty good. He casted at 3rd level, so he rolled pretty good. You don't know how much time has gone by, but you all begin to slowly come to consciousness. It's groggy, your heads hurt, your bodies are sore. Levy, you are... it seems at some point you've been changed, and right now you're just in a ragged tunic with a large bandage wrapped around your waist from where that massive gash hit you. They seem to have treated your wound at least somewhat. All of you are in commoner's clothing, or whatever you had underneath your armor. Larch, you're in your regular clothing because they don't care.
My mage armor still up.
Apparently. And as you're all kind of eyes still closed, still kind of regaining your senses slowly, you feel your body slowly swaying in a gentle shift, and occasionally you hear the sounds of surf kind of lapping up against the side of a boat. And
I'm on a boat.
I'm
sorry.
Forget. And you assume that at this point you are indeed on a boat. You begin to slowly wake up. Kind of.
Does this include me?
Yes, sitting forward. Hands are bound behind your backs. Feet are bound. And other than that, you kind of look around. You are all in separate cells in the hull of a boat.
The cells, the bars, we can see each other though?
You can.
Okay.
There does not seem to be anyone currently down here with you. However, there are 2 more cells that do have unconscious bodies in them.
Were we out long enough to be considered any type of rest to heal?
No.
Are we close enough to reach each other?
With your arms bound behind your back, you could try. Drapus, you are beside Larch. Sid and Levy are in adjoining cells. There's a 15-foot gap in the.
Okay.
So it's 3 on each side of this chamber, and so.
Okay, so there's a hall between like me and Levy and me and Sid.
Yes.
So I can't just reach out and touch them.
No.
It's a hallway. Okay.
Yes. Plus, your arms are tied behind your back, so you can't.
Yeah, I was
going
gonna
to
say I'd like to try and slip my my bonds if I can.
Are you going to try and slip or try and break them?
Is there anything in the room? Like, are the bars rough? Is there anything that I can try and like rub them on to cut them, or?
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to try and, I guess, break them.
Okay, roll me in strength check then, please.
Just strength or athletics?
Just strength. $20, very nice. You begin pulling and tugging, and finally begin feeling the ropes begin to snap apart, and you manage to unbind yourself.
Okay. If it's still on me, I'll keep going, but I wanted to give everybody an option to...
What is everyone else doing?
Could I try and primal savagery and use my claws to?
Does primal savagery require any casting components?
It's somatic. So I don't know if I can use my hands to cast it.
Yes, unfortunately, because your hands are bound, and it seems, Larch, that your hands are bound between some of the fingers as well. It seems that they may have known that you were a spellcaster. So unfortunately, no, you can't cast this spell at least.
Hey, I have one verbal spell.
Message?
Fairy fire.
Just make it bright in here. Sid, what are you up to?
How rough does Levy look?
She looks okay. You can see the shirt, the white cotton shirt. It's like just a classic cotton shirt. There's a small line of bleeding, kind of blood seeping through the white cotton around the abdominal area. But other than that, she looks relatively okay. Looks like the rest of you, battered to shit but alive.
Pissed as hell.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm gonna try and snap my ropes as well.
All right, roll me a strength check.
Oh, that's a save, but it's the same.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you begin kind of rolling around and pushing and pulling. They do not break. Levy, you can see Sid kind of struggling around. What would you like to do?
I'm going to sit.
You're just gonna sit and stay?
I'm just going to sit.
Okay. Larch, did you think of anything?
Just try like bare back rub against the cell.
Okay.
And try and get anything loose.
Drapus, you see
Larch
Larch
necessities.
Larch's Drapus, you see
like
Larch kind of
you.
maneuver over to the side of the cell and start trying to rub against the cell. You can reach
So,
through and cut with your
There are
natural
bars
hands.
between me and him,
Yes.
right? So I'm gonna try and untie him or use my claws to cut the
Yes,
ropes.
with your natural appendages from Dragonborns, you can easily cut through them. Larch, you feel, wow, that rubbing against that bar really worked well.
And then I turn around and see Drapus. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Kill steel, rope steel.
Yeah. So, how far is Levy's door from me?
If you're still at the back of the cell, it's about
like
19 feet away.
Okay. So I want to get as close as I can to her door, get
Okay.
up right up in front of my cell.
Yep. So
And
15
then-
feet.
You're the most skilled of our group, and you need to. I can only do this once, so I'm going to acid breath Herlock to
Okay.
try and free her from her cell.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll some type of check or damage or something for that? Like, I can hit everything in a 30-foot line, and a lock's not going to move. So, however you want to roll that. Pretty much what I want to do is make it easier for her to open up the door and get out. I can cut, like, obviously I can cut her bonds or release her or something like that. But my point is to try and get her out of the cell.
Levy, roll me a quick just acrobatics check. With disadvantage because you are restrained. 19. Okay. So you see Drapus kind of do his Dragonborn waddle over towards the door.
Right.
Open up his maw and as the green breath begin to spill out, and you just hit the deck as acid sprays against the backside of your cage, and the lock begins to corrode and fall out, and the door swings outward.
Okay.
I can only do it the once. I'll have to take.
Just take a quick long rest.
Yeah, I have to rest before I can do it again.
So Levy, you are arms behind the backs, feet bound, door is open. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Drapus broke his bonds, right?
Yes. And Larch. Drapus is the breaker of chains.
Yeah.
First of its
I'm
mother of dragonborns.
I'm going to roll myself to the door because I'm assuming it didn't just swing open, right?
It's open now into the hallway.
Oh, it opened into the hall. Okay, then I'm rolling myself straight across to Drapus and going to shimmy up so he can untie me.
Okay.
And the entire time, as I get closer, I'm getting louder and louder with my growling. Like, it's starting to get dangerously loud, guys.
Okay.
As soon as she gets close enough, I will, 1, cut or untie her bonds, and 2, drop 25 hit points into her.
Okay. So Levy, you are unbound. Sid, you are tied up. Most of your bandages remain. It seems like most of them have been unwrapped a few times. It seems like they were checking you out, making sure you weren't like hiding any like bombs inside your stomach or something.
You got the full TSA treatment.
Sid,
They're really thorough.
an odd thing is your holy symbol is still around your neck.
Interesting.
Larch is just reclining.
Yeah.
Into the unknown. Falls out of frame.
I'm gonna call out to the others as they're kind of working about freeing themselves. These guys have sent me messages. Yeah, I think that guy was after me.
Really?
I think maybe they want something from me. Maybe I can bargain and get you guys out of here.
Your mom, I've come to bargain.
We're working on it. My plan is to get everyone out of their cell.
So Levy, you are freed. At this point, the bodies in the other 2 cells are beginning to rustle.
What kind of bodies are they?
The ones that hit the floor. One, she seems like an elderly woman. She's got blonde, kind of fading into gray hair, somewhat faint, wrinkly skin, pointed ears. So this is an old elf. She's showing signs of age, and she's kind of she rolls over onto her side and kind of looks at all of you. Her eyes open up. She's got piercing blue eyes and kind of looks over towards all of you.
What do your elf eyes see?
You probably should get back in your cells. This is a bad idea.
Where are we?
That's
on
a
the
good question.
catamaran? Please
On a
upload
pleasure
your
cruise.
picture of the catamaran.
No, I'm not, because it's embarrassing. It's an awful picture.
It's not an awful picture. It showed what it needed to.
It was very handsome.
My cousin, he was very handsome. He was such a nice man. He summoned the demon
What a nice
Beelzebub.
boy.
Well,
But he wrote a lovely thank you note.
God, I love Beelzebub. He's such a nice man.
Praise be unto him.
Her eyes
you
roll
see
back.
You see Larch in the background. Kalima! Kalima! Rips the heart out of the old lady.
Is it? Hold on.
I didn't know that there was that side of you, Larch.
Did I say druid? I meant warlock.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? Hold on.
Do you guys mind taking like a 2-minute break real quick?
Whoa.
A lot of minutes.
Fine.
I'm just saying, Levy's gone. I've got to run to the bathroom real quick.
Levy's dead.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I'm
guys.
gonna do the same.
All right. Looks like we're taking a quick impromptu 2-minute break.
Quick, Matt, take the mic. We gotta fill the
Matt,
time.
it's all you.
We gotta fill time.
Dun, 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 dun. Just start singing the girl from Ipanema. Dun 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 dun. So how about Dogecoin? I mean,
Yeah.
I know, right? Also, thank you so much, Eikendorf Gaming, for the bits. That's amazing. You don't have to do that. That's
Bless.
very kind. Oh god.
So I guess we can talk about so if you guys haven't noticed, we are now affiliate.
Which is all thanks to you guys.
So,
Thank you.
Yes,
It's-
we literally could not do it without you.
I mean, we could. It'd be a lot of bots, though.
It would be a lot of bots, a lot of upfront costs.
Big money.
A big spender.
No.
Another thing, if you guys missed it earlier, we got another sub.
Yes, we did. I saw that. Shy Guy, one of my
Yeah.
oldest friends in real life, actually. So that's very nice of
Bless.
him.
Yeah,
Let's
a
do
tier
Shy
1
Guy.
sub. That would be, I think, our second sub to the
Yes,
channel.
I believe so, yeah.
So thanks for that.
Eikendorf is actually a robot.
The best robot.
Which, I mean, it's confusing, but sure. Not sure how that works. But I mean, hey, whatever floats Katie's boat.
Only bots.
What's floating my boat?
That majestic facial hair floats Katie's boat.
Gosh, if he had had that when we were dating. Woo! When we were dating, I didn't even
Maybe
know
you
he had
would've gotten
eyebrows
married.
until he cut his hair.
Did Matt have long hair? Was he a hippie?
Oh, honey. He had hair down to his shoulders. When we met, my hair was way shorter than his.
Matt, you are a majestic being.
Alrighty, back.
Yes, the mustache is new, but it's still loved.
I couldn't grow facial hair until about like 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's the same with Matt. His was all really patchy.
I still can't grow proper facial hair. Doesn't connect.
Alright.
When I married him, he had a soul patch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, back to
Real
it.
love there, guys. Oh, no.
So,
It's not a phase.
bound upon the boat, the woman kind of rolls over and looks towards all of you, informs you this is a bad idea. You ask, where are you? I believe it's called the Islip. It's the head ship of the invading army.
So this is the flagship.
Yes.
Uh,
The
What
catamaran.
army is it?
The one we saw that big fire giant on.
Indeed. This is on the catamaran. The large 3-sailed catamaran.
We're breaking out of cells underneath a fire giant, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. I don't know if we should be breaking out right now.
With 2 men who can't swim literally to save their lives.
Hey, they're not in
Drapus
heavy
has a
armor
ring.
anymore.
Oh, no.
Drapus has a ring of water walking.
That's true.
Does he still
do?
He does.
Oh,
So the only thing I have on me as far as like gear is the ring.
Yes. They liked it, so
And
they
the
put the
like
ring on
under
it.
padding and bullshit.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to send McFly.
Okay, so you summon forth your spectral burb.
I'm gonna warg, and I'm just gonna check around the boat, see if I can find any is there like any doors or something or staircase in this?
Okay. In the meantime, a second person rolls over and begins kind of groaning and sitting up. Here is a stout dwarf man, reddish tinged beard going down to his navel, bald head, and just kind of groaning and moaning and looking up. He has a massive section of tattoos all over his eye and his head, kind of curling down half his head. It looks really cool. And he kind of looks towards all of you. What are you doing? You're gonna bring that wrath down upon all of us.
Levy, you're still in front of my door, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have moved.
Let's try and get me out of here. Like, we're not going to get anywhere in here. So, I mean, what? We break out and then, worst case, go talk to them?
Is that the worst case, though? Worst case is we get killed because we're annoying them.
Okay, would you rather be killed or be a prisoner?
I would rather be killed, but I'm not speaking for the group.
Okay, so
You're
get
being
me
idiots.
out
Get
of
back in
here.
your cells.
I turn to him and like hiss at him, like, you're not gonna tell me what to do.
You're one of them, aren't you?
To go?
You're
What?
all one of them, aren't you? You're here to interrogate us.
Did you see what I just did to Herlock? Do you want me to do that to your face?
Yeah,
Sit
you're
down and shut
playing.
up.
You shut up. You don't know who you're talking to, kid.
Levy, get me out of here. Or help me get out of here. I'm not gonna sit in a cage.
The elven woman kind of snaps over to the dwarf and just says, Lunor, or that's what he's talking to himself. Lunor, be quiet. You don't want to call them down. And the dwarf just kind of glares towards the elven woman and then just lays back down and ignores you all.
So, Levy, if you're going to help me, I'm going to try and decide. Like, I'm gonna look at the lock, look at the door, see if it's some type of like single hinge where I can lift the door off the hinge, or if it's some type of like bend the bars. Whether it's going to be my easiest way is going to be a dex or a strength to get out of here.
Okay. Large. As you're warged into your burb, and it's kind of doing this little hip hop along, it kind of stops and kind of picks at a little maggot that's kind of crawling around on the floor and eats it and goes back towards its job. So this is it's about a 25 by 40 foot room that ends into a arched door at the end of this room, and the bird kind of goes around, and there's another doorway directly across from it and a stairway going up to the right of it, and to the left it seems to go further into the galley. Which way is it going to go, Larch?
Is the door ajar at all, or is there like a gap under the door?
No, there's not much glass on the door, so it's not half ajar. Yeah, the door is open. It'd be fairly easy for a burb to push through.
I'm going to have McFly walk through
Right,
and
so
take
it
a glance in there.
It kind of pecks the door a little bit, and it kind of swings open, and it does a little bobble in. In here, it seems to be a guard's chambers or something. There's 4 or 5 chairs, a few beds, and upon one of these desks is a set of keys.
Can I get McFly up there in any accessible way?
Roll me a perception check.
From me or the burb?
From the burb.
The burb.
16, very nice. So McFly kind of looks around, and there seems to be a section of there's a set of boots tucked up underneath one of the beds that leads into a chest that leads into a towel that it can then go up over onto the thing. This is a little platformer for McFly.
Yeah.
Yeah. McFly turns into the Prince of Persia and jumps up.
It'll take him a few minutes.
Rewind time.
It'll take him a few minutes because he's small burb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll spend our time doing that.
So, Sid, you are in this cell.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You gonna try and break out, or are you just looking at your allies, just trying to wait for them to try to help you?
I mean, I wasn't able to break out, so I'm kind of just sort of kneeling, if I can, there waiting. But also I'm trying to sort of, I guess Sid wants to say, like, maybe we wait here until someone comes to talk to us, and I could maybe get you guys free in some kind of exchange if they want something from me. I don't see us sneaking out of here and making it out alive.
I don't think we're going to sneak out, but we're already past the point of waiting because one cell door is destroyed. It won't close. And how long are you wanting to wait? There's no telling of how long we wait. How long have these two been here? So my plan is to get out, and then
3 days.
I know it's going to sound crazy, but just walk upstairs. Like, we're obviously not aggressive because we don't have any of our stuff, but we're also not going to sit here. So if they want to talk to us, they can talk to us when we're ready to talk to them.
Dragon Man.
Drapus.
3 days.
What?
You asked how long we've been here. 3 days.
What have they been asking you?
How to get into the city?
Where in the city? They came and got us.
They have a few vanguard forces that are airborne and stealthy that are able to infiltrate, but they're not able to land on the city side itself. The walls, fortunately, keep them from doing that. They're also asking where the army is, because it's not here, obviously. They're just asking a lot of questions like that. I'm Serena Dortress, by the way. I'm one of the councilwomen of Waterdeep.
And they knew to come for you.
I guess or it was just the luck of the draw. They attacked the the first bombardments of the trebuchets began. They that vanguard force attacked the council chambers first.
I'm still looking at the door trying to get out.
Sid's looking at Drapus still. Yeah, he sort of says, Drapus, you know, I followed you into quite a few different horrors now. I suppose I'll follow you in this. And then he'll be like, yo, Levy, come rip my bonds.
I look at both of them before I move, and I tell them very seriously to their faces that
You hate them both.
yes. And after that, I tell them this is going to go badly.
So Larch,
Worse than it has been.
around this time, McFly is up on the table. It's got the keys around its neck. Do you want it to use its unsustained flight to get back down? So it does a little,
Drag keys.
a few little pads, and does a little jump, and just glides down and around the corner of the door, and lands in the archway of the not the gulag,
To
We're in
gulag.
the gulag now, boys.
the jail cells. Levy, as you're walking towards Sid, you hear ching 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 as this little fucking thing, sure, lands in the door in the archway with a chain of keys around its neck, and it just kind of looks up to you and beep.
You hear the
I look
Russian
at it,
anthem going off.
and I turn back to Larch, and I give as much of a smile as Livy gives with her sharp fangs and teeth. And then I turn around and grab the keys. And I unlock Sid's door and then hand him the keys.
Fuck you, Dreyfus.
Yeah, fuck the guy that literally not only released you, but then healed you.
My hands are still tied up.
Yeah, I walk away.
So wait, I have the
like
keys
the
with my
lead-
hands tied up.
Let me
It's
just go into the
blind
ocean.
leading the-
Start rolling, buddy.
Hold on, let me check one
Levy
thing.
just disappears into the ocean. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
I still have my holy symbol.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Does that require?
It's just the material component.
Of your okay, sure.
Yeah.
So you've cast Mage Hand.
To grab the keys from my hands that I'm assuming are bound behind my back.
Yep.
No, I unlocked your cage already. So all you need to do is keep the keys and start rolling. Drapus can untie you.
So that's what I'm using Mage Hand to take the keys out of my hands and unlocking Drapus's cell and then Larch's cell.
Okay.
So he's too proud to roll, is what I'm hearing. I had to suck it up and roll.
So
Nobody else has to roll.
Larch, still in a small spectral burb, you just kind of watch this little spectral hand float around towards your cell, click and unlock, and then it kind of stops and looks at Drapus's cell. It waits a few minutes, and then it unlocks Drapus's cell.
He has to
Drapus,
recast Mage Hand before it gets Drapus out.
Drapus, you are free.
I'm gonna walk out of the cell, and then go.
I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. Get back in your cells.
I'm gonna go free Sid.
All right, so you cut the binds. All right, you are all
Are there
unbound.
any containers or anything that would like hold our gear or anything
Nope.
like that?
Did I notice anything like that in the guard quarters?
There was a few chests and crates and stuff in there, yeah.
But I mean, if we're going up to be non-threatening, I don't think we want our gear.
I'm gonna go look for my gear.
All right, so there's to the left is further into the galley. Directly across is the guards chambers. To the right is stairs going up.
And the spectral burb went into the guards chambers, right?
Yes.
Was there anybody in there?
Not the
No.
not the burbs, huh?
I'm gonna take a peek in there.
All right. Roll me a quick perception check.
It's filled with guards.
They just watch the bird. They're so confused.
They're like, what the fuck?
20. You peer in, kind of look around, nothing. You do, however, hear the door up above being opened.
I'm going to get back to everybody and hey, somebody's coming down.
You hear the heavy footfalls coming down the wooden stairs. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to back into my cell and close it, but make sure it's like not locked.
Okay.
Like just it's closed.
Yep.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow suit.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand where I am.
Okay. And what are you guys doing about all the bound rope everywhere? The cut rope everywhere.
Well, if I'm going to notice Levy's just going to stand there, then I'm just not going.
My cell door is gone.
At around.
If there's any risk to anybody, it's me.
Actually, I'm going to stand at my door with my hands, like I'm holding the bars, feigning like I'm just sitting there holding the bars, but I'm holding the door closed, to where it doesn't just swing out on its own.
All right, you lazy rats, time for your grub. And coming around the corner is a hobgoblin in leather armors. He's got a green tri-point hat, like a Robin Hood, with a black feather sticking out of it, and he's got a large pot of just gruel with a ladle sticking out of it, and a stack of 6 plates in his arm. And he just stops and looks at you. What do you think you're doing, Missy?
Honestly, nothing.
Get back in your cell now.
I walk back into my cell and stand there staring at him.
That's better. And he comes on up to Sid's, puts the pot down, grabs one of the bowls, grabs a ladle of slop, slides it under the bars, walks over to Larches, does the same.
So let me get this straight. So he came in. There are 3 cells on either side.
Yes.
When he walked by, who were the first 2 people he passed?
Sid and Larch.
Okay.
So it's
and then the
Sid,
next 2.
Larch,
Okay.
Drapus, Levy, Dwarf, Elf.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
he
had it opposite.
does
Okay.
the same to Larch. Larch now has food. Not very good looking food. He walks towards Drapus's cell. Puts the pot down, grabs a bowl. You doing anything?
Nope.
He upends a scoop and slides it under. You now have gruel. Walks over towards Levy's door. Looks at it. Looks at you.
When I opened the door the first time, did it make a bunch of noise or did it just shut up?
Not too much, no.
Okay. While he's concentrated on Levy and like the door and stuff, I want to try and get behind him.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check. You don't have disadvantage because you're not in heavy armor. He puts down the pot, grabs a bowl, puts slop in it, and slides it just in the open doorway of where you're standing, Levy. Doesn't seem...
Nat 20 again!
What a day.
So he's crouched down. He slid the pot, the gruel towards Levy. What are you doing, Drapus?
I want to. Let's see. Let me read this. Blah, 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 blah. I want to. If I cast a spell, I can't make an attack the same time, right? If I my multi attack is I have to attack then attack.
Yes.
Okay. I want to like grab this guy and pin him up against the cell between really grab the bars and pull to where it's me and I'm pressing him up against the bars and pin him to where Levy can get a hold of him too.
Okay. This is going to be composing athletics, please.
Watch it be another nat 20. 24.
Close. Potentially better.
He had a 23.
Wow.
So you managed to just grab onto the cells, pin yourself towards it. Levy, you see Drapus doing this. What are you doing?
She stands there, does nothing, leaves me out to dry.
Well, I guess I have to try and knock him out since clearly we're not going in looking helpless anymore.
Helpless.
Plans changed.
Apparently, you don't like discussing plans. So I'm going to go in with an armed strike and try and knock this guy out, I guess.
All right.
And is this with advantage since he's
Yes.
pinned? Yeah, seems
Your first
good.
one misses. You have a second attack.
Yeah,
19.
there we go.
All right, so the first one, you kind of punch him in the gut, and he just kind of, and he just growls at you. The second one, you grab the ladle and just backhand him on the back of the head, and he just crumples into Drapus's arms.
And I look at Drapus as he's dropping. Like, I don't even look at the body. I don't look at him once. I'm staring Drapus down the whole time. And I said, so plans changed, huh? What's the new one?
Sid's eating his gruel.
It's actually not bad. It's got a little bit of like hickory smoke, and it's got like a bit
Little
of cinnamon.
little nutmeg.
It's actually not bad.
Cinnamon oatmeal.
Yeah.
Little butter. It's all good.
Actually, you have a little bite to it, and it's like, what is that? It's a raisin. There's some raisins in there.
The consistency of the gruel really like matches his skin very nicely.
You kind of dip your hand in, and for a second you were afraid that your hand was going to kind of peel away, but it's just gruel that peels away instead. It's fine.
Are there any lengths of rope after being broken or cut or whatever we did that are long enough to tie his hands behind his
Yeah,
back?
you can.
Well, mine wouldn't have been cut, right? You would have just untied me.
Yeah, so my goal is I want to do two things. I want to restrain his hands.
Yep. Kinky.
And I want to find a length of rope long enough to gag him.
I thought you were gonna say hang him. Like, what the fuck?
Well, now that I have a new idea.
Yeah, you're able to hobnob some stuff together.
Okay, so then once he is bound and gagged, I want to lock him in my cell.
Whoa.
Because we have the keys in my
Why don't you
cell
lock him in
fine.
Levy's?
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here.
with me.
All right, you just kind of slump his body in,
Epic moment.
and the dwarf kind of rolls over again and looks towards all you. Let me out.
I'm going to let the rest of my party out. And then turn to him and be like, I thought we were going to bring trouble. Like,
Shut
I thought
up, you
didn't
dragon
want out."
fucker. Let me out.
Oh, I throw the fucking keys across the room.
I'll get you back for this. I know your name, Drapus. People have been saying your name.
Pierce is address.
Fucking friends everywhere, huh?
Friends is a strong word.
The elven woman's just kind of sat up and just again leaning against the corner, and just kind of looks numb at this point.
I'm going to look back at the dwarf. You don't have to like us, but are you going to help us? Like, are you with us or against us? I don't give a shit if you like me. But are you
for
with
the
us
city?
or against us? I'm for me. Like, I give a damn about anybody else. I'm for not dying here.
You say you don't give a damn about anyone else, but yet you worked hard to get your friends together.
Okay, I give a damn about you.
Give me a weapon.
I don't have a weapon.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to let him out. Or actually, I'm going to insight check him.
Go ahead. Does anyone else want to assist Drapus?
Good call.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Wow. Yeah, I rolled it before he said yeah, so I unlocked the door.
Okay. He seems, by the by, yeah,
Yep.
he
I unlocked
does
the
not
door.
seem to appreciate Drapus's race or Levine's. Doesn't seem to know what Larch is. Couldn't really care less about Sid.
So I unlock the door, and if he's bound, I unbind him.
Okay. He kind of rubs his wrists. Get the woman too. She'll be useful.
You're doing a lot of orders barking around. Levy, he's barking
Useful?
orders.
Oh, I caught that. While Drapus was dealing with him, I didn't want to interrupt. I went over to her. Is it Selena? Right? Is that her name?
I'll put them in chat now. So you have Lenore Opaltoe, which is the dwarf councilman of Waterdeep, and you have Serena Dortress,
Serena.
the elven councilwoman.
Okay.
Did they give us their titles?
She
I know
said that
she
she was the
did.
councilwoman.
She said she was a councilwoman, so I knew that. I didn't know about his.
He did not yet.
He
He's
did
just
not
some
yet, no.
dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
So while Drapus is dealing with the dwarf, I was going up to Serena and asking if she wants to stay.
She
And
kinda,
I'm being as respectful as I get with anyone.
she kind of blinks a few times, seems to be coming out of her own mind, and just kind of looks towards all of you. Just gives a nod.
Like she wants to stay.
Or sorry, you said, "Do you want to stay?" Okay, then she
Yeah, I
shakes her
said
head. I thought you said, "Do you want
Yeah.
to leave?" Sorry.
Okay. So Drapus, where did you throw the keys?
I have them because I let him out.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I
But I
look
will
over
toss
to
them
you
if
and
you're wanting
Yeah,
them. I give
I
them
do.
to
I
Levy.
want them. So I unlock her cage and untie her.
Okay. So you managed to unlock her.
And if she's older and looking a little rough, I'm actually going to help her up.
Okay. You help her up, and she just feels like a bag of bones, and she's kind of she seems to actually be in clothes rather than the rest of you, where she's kind of undergarments and everything. She readjusts her dress and everything, and as she's readjusting her body, her entire, whereas before in the gloom and doom and everything, as you're closer, her entire left hand side of her face seems to be just decayed away with acid. Her body is covered in scars and bruises. It looks like either she's been tortured or she's been through a hell of a ringer.
That wasn't me.
No. So I'm going on assumption she didn't tell them how to get into the city.
But yeah, she's shaking. She's kind of leaning heavily against you, but she's walking. What's the plan?
That's a good question, Drapus.
We have a couple rooms down here and a stairwell up, so we should search the rooms down here and see if we can find our gear and a weapon for the dwarf. If not, and we have to go upstairs with unarmed, then we should try and do so in either a stealthy way or a way that is non-threatening, because we are going to get caught.
There's above this one, there's 2 floors and then the main deck. It looks like she's kind of pained by recalling all this. Below is another chamber. You don't want to go there, trust me.
Why?
And her
I'm
eyes,
guessing that's the questioning chamber.
her eyes kind of look towards you. That's where, god damn it.
That's where, god damn it.
Probably still a valid emotional response.
That's where Tesvir likes to hang out. You don't want to meet Tesvir.
Who's that?
See the giant.
Yes.
I'm gonna go into the guard hut thing and check the chests and stuff and see if our gear isn't, or any gear
You find a couple weapons. However, there is no sign of your gear.
What weapons are there?
There is 2 hand axes and a longsword.
Okay, so hand axe to. I'm gonna hand one to Levy, one to Sid. I'm gonna take the longsword
And give it to Larch.
and give the fucking giant ballista to Larch. No,
She's-
I'm gonna take the longsword. Yeah.
I am
Which
a
way's the
siege
highway?
weapon.
Back the way you came. No. So I'm going to. There was another doorway. So there was the guard shack, and then there was another one, and then the stairs up. What's in the other one?
So the other one is to the left of the prison. It's not a doorway. It's further, like it keeps going down, and there's 3 more rooms. One seems to be a dry storage for powder kegs, and foods and stuff. Things you want to
Okay.
keep dry relatively.
Well, what if we blow up the ship and escape in the chaos?
The second room seems to be a sleeping quarters. This actually seems to be a somewhat nice sleeping quarters. There's an actual singular, large, like twin-size bed. There's a writing desk, and inside is a large set of chests up against the wall.
Okay. The older elf lady.
Yes.
When it comes to a fight, do you bring anything to a table in a fight?
Yes. If I can find a wand or something.
Okay. Let's check the chest real quick and see what's in there.
Okay. Opening up the chests, you find all of your gear.
Woo!
This seems like this chamber was the jailer's room.
Okay. So, however long, I think full plate takes 10 minutes to dawn. So I'm going to start working on that and donning all of my gear. In the meantime, my plan, everyone, is unless the old elf lady is equipped well enough to a fight, are there sconces, torches, anything that keeps the underbelly of this ship lit?
There are hanging lanterns.
Okay. So my plan is if you elf lady, I can't remember, Selena or whatever your name is. Serena. I'm not going to make you do this, but I want to leave you here with the dried powder kegs and food and stuff. The reason being is if we go upstairs and a fight breaks out and you're not equipped for it, then you're either a burden or a target. So what I want to do is leave you here with a powder keg, because if you go upstairs and it's a fight, you're gonna die anyway.
Here, let me just strap this. Let me just strap this beeping vest to you first.
Yeah, my essentially my plan is if we don't come back in X amount of time, you blow the ship up.
Okay.
If we go upstairs and negotiate and we're like, hey, if we can't get to an agreement, your ship's going to blow up. We get to an agreement, we come back downstairs and cancel the explosion. Kind of giving ourselves some playing card, something, a bargaining chip.
Here, hold this
That
burner
assumes
phone.
we have control over the ship.
We only
That they couldn't send somebody down to stop her.
Room, and as soon as the door opens, it doesn't take very long to drop a lantern into. It's a suicide run, but if it's either fight and die, or you're gonna die if you fight, or blow the ship up and take some of them with you. So it's like, think of this. You're stuck in a room, somebody walks in it, they're going to kill you. Would you rather blow the ship up or just die and not give them a hit at all?
But, okay, so I'm not against the idea of trying to hold the ship ransom. I guess
why don't
I'm
we
not
bring
against
the powder kegs up?
What if I have
an idea?
Hold the
thing
lantern.
with that is the closer the powder kegs to them, the quicker their reaction to it can be.
McFly sits here with a cigarette in his mouth, and if before the cigarette burns out,
He's actually a heavy drawer, so as soon as you give him a cigarette,
Yeah. My thing is if we walk upstairs and we're like, hey, why did you take us hostage? You need to talk to us. If we're not, we have a like, if you attack us and we're not like back within so much time, or if we haven't relayed a message, your ship will explode. So it's in your best interest to talk to us and figure stuff out in the next X amount of minutes.
yes, fire giants hate explosions.
Yeah. Everyone else on the ship will, though.
they're
And
gonna
the
really
fire
hate the
giant's
water.
going to hate sinking into the bottom of the ocean.
Maybe he's
That's
an
what they're
athletic
like.
swimmer. You don't know.
It's
Yes,
pretty
he's
much
the Michael
holding the ship
Phelps of
hostage.
giants,
Like, we have the ship hostage.
which I'm not against. I'm against leaving her or leaving her entirely alone. Like,
Here's
she
the
seems the
problem. Here's the
most
problem.
competent and calm person.
I'll stay
The
with her.
thing, that's why I was asking her. I'm not going to make her do it.
Here's the
But
problem.
when it comes,
If they do agree to it, and we say, okay, give us a longboat or something, we can row ourselves out of here. How are we going to get her to the longboat without leaving the powder kegs?
we don't just bring one.
But the second we come and retrieve her, we're going to be gone from the powder kegs, and they can just
No. we
renege
come
on the
down here,
deal.
get her and a powder keg, and we walk to the boat with it.
So why don't we
Well,
just
you
go up with the powder keg?
Because we don't know what the situation is up there. Let's say we walk out and they instantly take her out, the powder keg drops. At least if we go up and there's an unknown element of the ship being blown up from somewhere, we have a playing card. If there's the known element of she's holding the bomb, then they can formulate a plan.
How many powder kegs are there?
There's a good 15, 20.
Okay, we stack them all up down here. We crack one of them open, leave a trail of powder behind
Which
us,
was where
with
I
a
was
torch,
going.
and say, "You hit any of us, we'll drop this torch onto this trail, and your ship's gonna blow up."
Yeah, I would lean towards that. But
That's actually a really good idea, so we can do that.
yeah, but we get into a boat. We're in the middle of the ocean and basically
There's
a dinghy,
There's also
and
the
they're
option-
going to kill us.
Well, there's also the option of why did they capture us? We're not an aggressor to them. We're not a part of the city. Them two are, but we're not. So there's a reason why they captured us. So let's
need
figure out
Sid,
that
right?
reason and see what's going on. It doesn't have to be a you have to let us go. It's a why did you capture us and not kill us in the streets? There's a reason why they took us alive.
Yes,
Well,
Well, we know it. We know a huge portion of it is Sid.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm trying to stress is we need to be able to get upstairs in front of everybody and give them a reason immediately why not to kill us immediately, to open up the dialogue, and then from there we can work things out. But it's the second they see us, why not kill us immediately? If we can get past that step, then we're fine. We can figure things out from there. But what playing card are we going to, as soon as we break the deck, don't kill us, and this is why? So if you guys are good with carrying like a trail of powder up there, like I don't want to put anyone in a suicide situation, but right now, if we do nothing, it is a suicide situation. So I'd rather do something, and if we're going to die, at least put a hit on them than do nothing.
So we're threatening to blow up the ship to buy us time for a
Mhm.
conversation to see if we can
Pretty
figure
much
this out.
figure out what's going on. Why?
I can get behind that because I don't see us getting out of here.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to walk up and be like, "Hey, we'll blow up your ship," or we leave, and they're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
get on your rowboat, make it 20 feet out, and we blow up your ship." Then
Yeah.
it's a figure out why are we here.
Why are any of us here?
That's
So
the real question.
in this conversation, I've been donning my gear. If everybody, including the two NPCs,
Levy,
are okay.
your armor is missing.
Yeah.
Seems like it was tossed because it was beyond repair.
Better. Yeah. Cool.
Is her shield?
Her shield's there.
And her weapon closet?
Yeah, everything's there except for her armor. Because taking a massive cleave to the body.
It was non-magical armor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
type
just
of armor
leather.
did she have?
It was leather.
So it was a light armor.
Yeah, it's light. Everybody else went heavy, and I was just like, we can't have everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in plate.
I know. Large Coat and Heavy Armor was such an interesting play.
Yeah.
I know, right? Heavy armor and a great sword. It's a choice.
Ding, 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 ding.
Levy, since you have no armor and almost no ace,
You'll go first.
yeah, I'll go first. But I want to motion to take her shield and hand her my great axe.
I've got my great axe. You want me to have two great? I have a great axe, battle axe.
I thought you had a hand axe.
A crossbow. No, I've got two. I've got the battle axe. I've got two battle axes. I've got a single hand and the great axe.
I will.
The only thing I'm missing attack-wise are swords. That's it. I've got two of everything else. I've got my glaive. I've got two crossbows. Two
I wanted to be the Uber AC tank because a shield's not going to do much for you and give you some more damage. But
I don't need a trade. If
my pretty great axe, I was going to be like, you can hang on to this if I can hang on to your shield. I need a shield and a one-handed weapon.
You can have my shield.
Oh, you have a shield?
Yep.
I'll cast mage armor on Levy. Give her a little extra bump in case.
Okay. I also need a one-handed weapon. I guess is a javelin a one-handed or is it just ranged?
No, you can throw it one-handed.
You have hand axes. Longsword is also one-handed.
The only weapons I have is unarmed, greatsword, great axe, and javelin.
The longsword you got from
javelin
the chest
can be thrown single-handed, but it's not technically like a melee weapon. I mean, you could do it. But yeah, I've got both my crossbows and my longbow and my small battle axe. So
I've got one of those hand axes, which it's not great, but it's a one-handed weapon.
I'll give him my one-handed battle axe.
Okay, so I have a.
The longsword you have isn't good enough.
Which I want back.
Yeah, I plan on returning everything.
That's good, because if you die, I'm taking it anyway.
Okay, so I have a shield. And then I have a hand axe.
And Levy, you have
and
plus
a long
3 to your
sword.
AC.
So Drapus, you're going to use a hand
Where did I
axe
get a long sword?
from the chest.
From the chest.
There was 2 hand axes and a longsword.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll just use my longsword then. You guys can keep your weapons.
Here, I don't need your weapon.
So you don't want the battle axe?
I'll just use the longsword.
They're the same damage anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
D8
Well, is
or
it your
D10.
+1 longsword, or is it the original longsword you had?
No, I had a great sword. This is just a regular longsword, right?
Okay.
Yes, this is just a regular longsword.
Okay, so I'm going to equip the shield and the longsword.
Larch, actually, sorry, real quick. Larch, your sea stone is gone.
I know.
I gave the party broken shit, so I'm going to take it from them now. So if everybody's good, Sid, since I'm taking point and you're the strongest, why don't you pop the top on one of those powder kegs and bring up the rear and bring the trail of powder with us.
Yeah, no, does this look, it's fully sealed, or is there some kind of opening at the top?
There is a full wax seal around it.
Question.
Because I don't want to pop the whole top off.
Yes,
I
Larch.
can just take my longsword and just pop a hole.
Can we just poke a hole in the top?
Or something, just enough to pour a trail out.
Yeah.
Sure. Larch, what were you going
Does
to ask?
Larch have a corkscrew?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's got everything else
Yeah.
for
Quick,
cooking.
roll
You
for
don't
Yeah,
have
corkscrew.
are all my
a bottle of wine
important
with?
question? Are all my cooking utensils in there?
The
Yes.
salt and pepper shaker.
No. Do I have my scrolls and the locket
Yes.
in there? Okay.
The only thing that seems to have been missing from your stuff is that sea stone.
Okay. My dark vision. No.
So, if everybody's ready, we can start heading up.
So you're bringing Syria with you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
my plan, unless anybody's against it, my plan is me going up, then Levy, then Larch, then the elf, dwarf, and then Sid bringing a trail of black powder, and somebody in that line having some type of flame source to set that off if we need to.
Spells and torches and such.
Yeah, whether it's a lantern or a torch or a spell or something, somebody ready to, in an instant, set that trail of black powder off to blow the ship up if we have to do it.
Okay.
And am I able to carry a torch with mage hand?
Yes.
Less than 10 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
could hold the torch over the trail.
How long
then-
does Mage Hand
I mean, I can mage hand if you don't want to be the one doing it.
It's a good question,
I mean-
Larch. How long does Mage Hand last?
For a minute. So
No,
I'd
you-
have to recast it and catch it. Maybe that's not a good plan.
Or it's the best plan.
I'll just carry a torch in my free hand.
Yeah. I was just thinking because then we could be like, hey, if you
Okay.
knock me out, it will drop. But
Yeah, so
maybe
then
better someone carry
if
it.
Larch is the case, it's going to be me, Levy, Elf, Dwarf, Larch, Sid with the barrel of black powder leaving a trail. If anything happens, Larch is supposed to drop and set the black powder on fire to blow up the ship. And if everybody's good with that plan, we start heading up the stairs. I like how the DM's like, there's a lot going on.
Okay.
Levy's not good with it, but it's literally
Just use
the
your
only
tail to
one
hold the
aside from
torch.
just yeeting off the side of the ship, which is not out of the question at this point.
I mean, nothing's out of the question.
Okay. So there is a popped gunpowder barrel. There is a line, a concession of friendly folk, Larch holding a torch, Sid leaving a trail behind. You're on a slowly rocking ship out in the middle of the bay or in the middle of the sea. Who knows?
No.
I think we're going to end it there for tonight.
Cliffhangers.
There we go. Yeah, that's a rough spot to leave it in.
That's a hook.
So,
Yeah.
just recapping. Sid, you're at 1 hit point.
Correct.
Levy,
Oh.
you've gained what Drapus gave you.
25.
Drapus, you're at whatever you're at.
I'm at 8.
And Larch is pretty much full.
Yep, I'm 1 away from full. At 30.
At a boy.
So the party tank is now Larch.
I have a 20 AC though now, so.
La-di-da.
Fancy boy.
Mm-hmm. Hard to hit unless you crit. If you crit, I die.
So
Instant death.
thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for getting us to affiliate. That's so amazing. Thank you everyone for following, everyone tuning in, just all the support. If you want to watch older episodes or whatnot, there is a YouTube channel. I'll plug that in chat now.
Looks like we gained an extra 3 or 4 followers tonight, so thank
Indeed,
you for
yes.
that.
Yes, thank you very
We hit
much.
69.
Awesome.
Yes, we're at 69. Thank you very
We
much.
can't get any more popular, guys. We have to stay
We have
here.
to stop.
This is the peak. This is as good as it gets.
You can't go any farther. If you do, then we all have to quit our main jobs and do this full time, and that would be terrible.
I don't think quite yet. No. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Gareth.
Matt, for being the MVP.
Yeah. Matt's always the MVP. The Matt, valuable player.
The Matt.
I hope everyone has a good rest of their night, a good rest of your week,
I
and we will
live
see
with
you
that.
all next Monday. Bye.
Bye.